Avast ye, who have come once more to our small place here, the tavern. The tale continues of our Buccaneers. They found themselves in danger yet again. Strange creatures in the water, delicious but deadly. Their adventures continue as the officers bear down upon them, seeing them as little more than pawns in their schemes. But as our tale continues and we tell you more of their secrets and the wonders and decisions they make, will they find themselves heroes or villains in the future? Will they find themselves free from Captain Harrigan, or yet again under his thumb for all time? Join us and see the hearties. Welcome to Buccaneers of the Shackled Sea. We are continuing the adventures.
We have voices this time.
We do have voices. I was making sure.
Oh, okay.
I was behaved and good and watched where things were appropriately.
It's probably fine. No one wants to listen to us anyway.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Have a dab and chat.
So yeah,
Just weirdo.
if you missed last week, there was a massive storm on the ship. There was also 2 fist fights with our dragon.
Back-to-back fist fighting.
Back-to-back fist fighting. And we ended up with a swim in the ocean where deadly but delicious creatures tried to attack our team.
Someone almost died.
Died to delicious eel lobsters.
A lot of people almost died in that encounter.
No,
right?
only one person almost
No,
died. The rest of
no.
us were fine.
No.
Dragon Boy and me were one hit.
I mean,
And also our
you-
NPC.
Oh, true. Pretty
Yes.
well.
The NPC who was stronger than us nearly died. Just want to point that out.
that is fine.
I mean, he's dual class, so he's got issues. He's
Yeah,
a rogue ranger. You know,
He'll be good. He'll be good later on.
he'll be good later on. Yeah.
We rogue bomb.
Will you really?
Ah.
Don't say it like that.
You know, wisdom isn't really the highest thing for a rogue. I think it's an animal companion, though.
Mm. Well, he's also like, I don't think he is an archetype, but he's very thug rogue, you know, because he's strengthy based.
He's the muscle.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a very exciting and insane week last week, but we did have some internet issues in which poor Umber was out, so we're kind of backtracking back a few days to find out what Quentin's been doing on a few of these days here. Because Quentin was, I believe you came back around for... You were there for the Reef Claws, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're back by then. And the storm took up, like, 2 days plus.
Yeah.
You really have, like, day...
I got
think
2
it's
nights
2 days.
to deal with.
Yes,
Yeah, you got 2 nights to deal with. So what did you want to do those 2 nights?
The first night was going to be more dancing.
Okay.
So that would have been 3 nights at a time.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perform check on that one, then. We'll see how well you danced that evening.
Belly dancing in silks. Amazingly!
You did really well. So much so that you actually kind of think you got an impression on the crew. You're known for your dancing now, at least amongst the crew.
Perfect.
And I'm just gonna roll some dice here.
Money.
Yeah. You can earn 6 gold.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Money.
Actual money.
Yeah. This is
Quentin
like,
you
it's
see
gonna be
them.
probably like a lot of smaller coins and stuff. You know, like a couple people will throw some silver to you. You know, a couple will copper, but it build up to 6 gold.
And thus Quentin's life as the ship dancer began.
Also,
Never seen again.
the quartermaster who was enjoying the show will be like, "That was really nice. Wow, if you have anything that's related to your dancing that's left over in the store, come and check me out if you have a chance. We can see about arranging you getting that back, especially if it helps with shows like this. Some of the boys need some good entertainment here. Some of the folks."
Thank you, Miss Gronk. Perhaps if you're so into it, I could give you a private show sometime.
Ah, no, I'll be fine, thank you.
Just shot down immediately.
She is, like, the most, like, not into anybody, which is the problem, because, like, there is some people on the ship that want to be with her.
Out of character, I know there's some stuff going on here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about.
still trying my plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 20. I'm gonna...
You noticed the ship dancer now. Congrats.
You're the dancing cook.
Ensign dancer.
Ensign dancer.
Hey, people know me for my
Ensign
profession. I'm fine
dancer.
with
Perform for our opponents. Show them what
Oh,
we'll do.
amusement.
that. Look, if he gets to use his profession on daily, he's fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, part of his profession. So the second night,
Sure. What do you want to do then?
the second night, especially after getting that 20, but it was already planned,
Mhm.
we're going to go talk to the quartermaster.
Okay. The quartermaster will have technically closed up shop, but if you want to purchase something, you certainly could. If you want to talk to her, like, diplomacy-wise, to get better on her side, that's an entirely different check, and we can do that. What are you going for the quartermaster for right now?
Works right beside me and Mr.
Yes.
Croup.
Yeah.
Should be fairly easy.
Well-
It's a combination of things.
Yeah. I will.
Partially getting her more on my side
Alright.
specifically.
Okay.
Also trying to negotiate for more of my stuff, and also absolutely flirting with her because it has been days.
Mm-hmm.
He has not gotten paid
Mm-hmm.
for certain activities. He doubts he's going to get paid for certain activities now, but
Give me a diplomacy check. Let's see how well it goes.
not my strong
You
suit.
will have a bonus, I will let you know. You have earned a bonus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was hoping for that nat one.
Oh,
Credits, baby!
Okay.
Well, so Quentin's cursed for the rest of the episode now.
yeah.
I fucking
yeah.
curse. I'm gonna die.
Mhm.
Episode
You do
3,
amazing.
Quentin dies.
Because tomorrow we'll will this to happen.
I hope I didn't peak my microphone too badly with that.
It's fine.
She will effectively, like, you catch her basically because she's one of the officers that actually dines with and hangs around with the crew during the day. It's like crew doesn't hang out with the other officers either. You know, most of the other officers are off doing their own thing.
Yeah,
Brock,
hang out with the quartermaster.
you know,
group.
she will join the captain if the captain invites her specifically, but the captain doesn't say anything. She keeps with with the rest of the crew. She's a good show, seems to definitely put her in a good mood, and a good drink also. You kind of like chatting with her for the bit. You certainly get the feeling that if you would stop by when the quartermaster store is open on a day, you could retrieve your gear, so you don't have to worry about that. The flirting, she seems to.
You sure I can't interest you in that?
It's.
I can do so much more than just move my belly.
I'm sure you can. But I'm sure there's plenty of others that would enjoy your time a little better. I, for myself, am just, not really interested in that sort of thing on this sort of vessel.
I do more than just the physical. I can also just be a very good companion.
Hmm.
I'm very good at listening. Massages are also a strong suit. And you've got some
If you didn't
intense
offer a
knots that you
massage
walked
to
out.
someone, I'd suggest poor Croup. That man has had it worse off than me. And she's going to kind of like point to her throat, and I've had it pretty bad off. You can notice, like, she does have this kind of like toothy grin where, her teeth are kind of like kind of beat up a little bit and kind of like not well done too.
But so far, I've taken more of the companion approach with Mr. Crew. Just trying to be someone that he can talk to. I do see he has had some difficulties on the ship.
He's a poor man. Not a great cook, half the time.
When he's not drunk. And
Look,
surprisingly pleasant to be around for somebody on a pirate ship.
you're a very nice one. I'll give you some warnings. Just be careful around most of the other officers. Most of them won't take kindly to your shows, or especially some advances. They have their own ideas, and if they would suggest it, they might not, well, do things very kindly.
In all honesty, that is half the reason why I asked you if you were interested, because, while I'm not one to be particularly picky, most of the people on the ship scare me, and I don't really feel like getting into bed with them. I mean, it's not that most of them are men, I'm quite fine to swing either way, but most of them haven't washed in ages, most of them are rather crude, and many of them have a proclivity for wounding people, and that's not really something I'm into.
Well, let me just put it on there. Well,
But, as I said, whether you're interested in the physical or not, there are other things I am good at. If you just want someone to spend some time with.
honestly, if that comes up, I'll let you know. But it has been very fine times as of late. As much as it seems as though Mr. Plugg and Master Scourge don't take kindly to you new folks, they kind of look down at you as being, a little weaker than your average. You do seem to be a very interesting lot. I think you're adding a lot of color to the crew, making it a little bit more interesting.
That certainly helps, so that's what this outfit's designed for, after all. I paid
Well,
good money to be easy on the eye.
Keep up the good work.
I will.
Mm-hmm. Alright, she'll go back to carousing, drinking, and gambling upon deck with the rest of the crew then.
I got my in.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Croup.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
And first daylight chance I get, I'm absolutely going to get my gear back.
certainly, let me check something. I gotta look sharpen up again. It's been a little bit since I looked up. That's the page. Just gotta open a chart in D20 PSFR D20. Okay, don't show me that again, website. I don't need to see that. I need to see this diplomacy chart and see what kind of effect you've actually had overall, because you've done well, and you did get a bonus. I did say from your previous 20 you did a bonus. Okay. Good to know.
How much was the bonus? Because now I'm curious what that 20 on Diplo came out to with my +0.
I was giving you a +5 bonus.
I'll take it.
So yeah, she seems helpful. So I'm going to make notes on this sheet here that she is a helpful NPC. Helpful. So you've changed her attitude from indifferent to helpful. Kind of won her over a little bit there. Now we kind of swing back forward as we got the two knights that we kind of go through Quentin joining with, being forced up on deck because everybody was in the riggings, and dealing with it with the Knights of Hell. And then, of course, there was the events with the Reef claws. And now it is the official evening of day 11. I think it's 11, right? I'm choosing this right. Yes! There is apparently like a crab and reef claw feast that's going on for the officers. Actually, everybody in the crew did get to enjoy some of it because after cooking some of the leftover meat that wasn't like really the hearty stuff, and like some of the shells were used to make some very delicious food that for the rest of the crew. So while none of you may have gotten like the big old like huge cooked reef crawl tail and stuff like that, you did get to have some of the rest of it. Krupp was able to cook with what was left over and prepare like a really decent meal even for the rest of the crew. So it's not quite the crab feast the captain is having, but you still got something out of it. So, what are people doing this evening? You are enjoying, your version of the crab feast. You can do your normal actions. Is there anybody that's still fatigued?
Fatigued? No. I am
No.
not.
I think
I
everybody's
spent
recovered.
2 days doing nothing, so
Yeah.
I could not be fatigued.
Okay. Yeah, you're all recovered.
Yeah.
You might want to rest if you're injured, I will tell you. For those of you that are injured, you can either heal up through magic. If one of the people wants to make a medicine check for everybody, you can do that. You can go to the ship's surgeon and see if he'll do anything for you. That's... maybe.
I'm hurt.
Habby Quarn, he might be able to help you, but, that's a good question.
How hurt does Natalie look?
Barely could swim back because of horrible poison.
How long does the strength damage last?
You recover 1 a night if you do not get any extra help. Someone can make a heal check to double that amount.
Yeah, Rio goes to Natalie's and you were pretty injured. Could I see the injury for a moment?
You also have a cleric ally that you can turn to if you want to. I'm just letting you know.
Allies.
Yeah. Sandra is cool.
Sandra, as a cleric, not only can convert any spell to healing, I believe.
I assume.
Yes. She also has channel positive energy.
Did we just all gather in a 30-foot area?
She's got it 5 times a day, I've got to be honest. I think she's only a D6, but still.
Yeah. I'm
D6
down
is a lot at level
6
1.
health.
I get Cog join us as well. He's wounded.
Yeah. Then she'll use some of her channels to heal all of you. I'll roll some D6s.
That's hilarious.
She's very charismatic, so she's got the 5 per day, which is actually a pretty impressive amount. I'm looking here on her character sheet.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
I can do it 0 times.
6,
a day.
6.
Oh, shit.
She'll use it 3
God.
times. 13 health, everybody.
I'll heal the 2 damage I took.
Let me check
Heck
Cog's sheet
I think
here.
I took 3 damage.
Back to full.
Cog will be at 13, 15 health then.
Oh my god, he was at 2 HP.
He was at 2 and he's 19 normally because he's
Is this a total or a per person?
per person. Because it's an area of effect.
Okay.
She'll be like,
So
she'll be like,
everybody got-
she'll like catch up. Be like, oh, what happened to all of you? I saw that.
I got bit, choked or something.
Let me just roll something here. Oh. What reef claws? Some kind of creatures in the reefs?
I think I rolled like a nat 20 on a reef claw was.
Someone knows what they are. I don't know what they are.
She
I
doesn't
think it
know
was
what they are.
me. I will explain what a reef claw is.
Cog will heal up naturally. He'll heal 2 hit points over the evening, so he's down 3. He should be fine. Let me look after all of you. Here you go, and she'll channel a bunch of times, and then let me roll a medicine check just to check everybody or heal check. That's right. Okay. Yeah, she kind of looks over all of you, kind of just taking a look. And she's like, if you want, I could stay up and help those that are wounded by what looks to be poison that you were affected by.
If you're willing.
Of course. Anything to help you. It looks like you're in terrible shape because of it.
It was not a pleasant time, no.
Alright. So I can go to... We're a cleric. Let's go to skills, because I don't remember the exact DCs of the heal check here to see what she has to roll. Pride long-term care, DC. Let me just roll a d20 here from her sheet. and see how she does over this evening. Well, which is good for you. So 22. So she provides some long-term care, and she can tend to up to 6 of you of the patients. So,
Whoa.
yes. So you will recover 2 ability score points from anybody that lost any for this
Yeah,
evening.
that's me.
That is
Drop my
me.
penalty
I
down
am back at full.
slightly.
I am back to my normal strength.
I am still poisoned.
I only lost 1.
Let me check, cause she's. I think she's only 2nd level too, so she doesn't have. Oh no, she can. I need to check a 2nd level spell because she might be able to prepare something to help you. I have to remember. I think Lesser Restoration is.
Lesser Restoration.
Yeah. That is.
I don't remember what level that spell is.
It's either 2nd or
It
3rd.
might be level 2.
It
Might
might be
be.
level 2.
I think.
Yeah, I
it's
think because 3rd is restoration or 4th.
something like that.
I don't think regular Restoration is till like 4th level. Maybe Pathfinder.
Yeah, she can memorize Lesser Restoration for you for the next day then. So she will prepare that, and she can cast it for... I guess, Natilis, you are the only one that is still down?
Yeah,
Alright, so she will...
I'm still horribly poisoned.
So she will prepare 2 Lesser Restorations for you just in case for the next day. So in the morning, she will cast those and heal you another 4. How are you looking, sport?
I mean, I was only down by 2, so if you rolled 3, I'm fine.
I rolled a 1 and a 3. That's why she prepared 2, just in case.
Okay, well, the 1 wouldn't do it, but was anybody else poisoned?
I think everybody else who was poisoned recovered.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I'm all good
Yeah.
now.
Yao Kul wasn't down more than 2.
Yeah. Well, that would... You'd have to use both of them, unfortunately.
She's fine to do that. Let me roll one more check for her for the next day, just to check something here. Okay, so she'll be fine for the day. She's going to be tired for the day, but she won't get any worse. So, yeah. But just a note, for day 12, if you want her to help with something physical, she is fatigued, because she stayed up to help all of you. Right. Day 12, though. I assume most of you are going to be kind of resting. Some of you are. Is anybody that's not healing up? Is there something you want to do? So I assume like Natilis, Yao Kul, you're going to be like resting up, recovering. You know.
I would not do anything extra.
Yeah.
I want to make friends with Jasper Shaw.
Who's that?
He's Griffin.
Oh, this person.
He's the
person that got bit by rats.
Yeah. Jack Scrimshaw, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Conkabar's lame, okay?
He won't give you his hat.
Only his clothes are cool. No, not even that. He won't be he won't like work with me, okay?
Look.
So.
I can let you know there are. I probably will like open up the entire rest of the crew if you want to like look into them here, that you can see them. We'll just do this quickly here.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there is. There is a lot of interesting characters.
I'm lit. What a loser.
Oh, it's so many people.
Yes.
A lot of people.
I have the existence of most of the general crew. There are some just generic pirates that are there too. Always kind of in the background. But,
Ratline Ratsburger.
yeah.
Rat-faced halfling.
He is a rat.
Badger.
No, not
Badger.
Badger. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, go no. This is the horrible timeline.
And I think there's one more. Oh yeah, Tam Narwhal Tate is the last one to add here for you. a dwarf with a large, ugly nose who's the ringer. But yeah, there's the rest of the Wormwood crew: Barefoot Sam's Toppin, Gifford Tibbs, Jack Scrimshaw, Ratline
That's a lot
Ractor.
of people.
Never wear shoes. All right, good to know.
Well, I mean, like, Aretta Banson, Flips Chumlet, Jaundice Jape, and Slippery Sly Lone again are, and I think Jake Magpie are probably not, like,
Yeah,
friendly.
we beat them up.
Yeah.
Is it?
Jake
Magpie's
Magpie is dead.
Oh, that's right,
Oh,
Magpie's
Jake
dead.
Magpie is dead, so he's definitely not
I
friendly.
forgot he was
He's
dead.
a corpse. He
Let me
is-
just make on. I have to edit his notes. I forget he died.
Quentin Tarantino is
Yeah.
Deceased.
Oh,
He was-
Mr.
I forgot he
Overlord.
was technically hostile in attitude if you had talked to him somehow before he hardly died.
Then I will talk to. I think I'll still talk to Jack.
Yeah.
Scrimshaw. You know,
Sure.
we did him a solid. We helped him out, right?
Yeah, I helped him with the rats and stuff.
I'm gonna talk to him, diplomacy him. Obviously, with enhanced diplomacy.
Uh huh.
So
Obviously.
going into to see how we can be friends.
Mm-hmm.
And rolled a 9, but 19 still a pretty good roll.
Does that include your enhanced diplomacy? Just for checking to make sure.
It does.
Okay.
So it's sadly not over.
Okay. You strike up a conversation with young Jack. Most of the older folks just don't bother with me, and let me do my job. I don't usually talk to a lot of the others. Well, nice to meet you. You seem like a nice enough fellow.
You need some friends, Jack. The whole crew should be. I look again at the crew. I'm assuming like in the dining hall, the dining area.
Mhm.
I like, this isn't the best crew. You gotta pick the people in the crew that you need to be friends with.
I thought there's plenty of fine folks here.
I look towards what are they? Slippery Sly, Lone Gan, the other ones, the ones that attacked us. They
The
seem
ones
like
we beat
Captain
up.
Suck-Ups.
Okay, I figured out. I didn't know what Scrimshaw was for a minute. It's engravings
Yeah.
in bone and ivory.
It's very, very interesting.
Yeah,
They're like cool designs and stuff.
he's very good at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Show me some of your carvings.
Oh, I guess it gets around that the entire my name in my task. What I do. Sure. He'll show you some carvings. You seem to have made Jack friendly with you.
Poor chap. He seems like just a lost little kid.
Can get eaten by rats again?
I mean, like, he seems perfectly fine. He's very keep his head down and go along with everything, and everything seems okay. Quentin or Rio? Are either of you doing anything?
I would like to attempt to do things.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to get my armor back.
Okay. Who got their full gear back from the lobster?
I
no
did.
Natili's,
Oh. Yeah.
Because
Yakul,
Cog
and
gave
Rivia
me.
got a potion,
So
right?
Yakul
Yeah,
got the rest
potion,
of his stuff. Yeah. Ravia got a potion. So I think honestly, I think there was one more person that could get it back because 3 people
Was
have
there?
earned. 2 people have earned it back through diplomacy checks, effectively, and there was 3 reef claws.
I don't believe there was anyone else. 'cause
Oh,
you
wait,
had
no.
last time.
So 4,
Someone got a potion in return
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
reef.
so I took a
Hogwarts-
4 of
potions
you
then.
should have full gear then, because Quentin, as soon as you go to the... We can say you went to the quartermaster store during one of those days, so you have your gear back.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
missing my equipment.
Then I can
still.
do something else tonight.
I think
So-
Hogward got lightnings.
I think so.
Lightning
well, I
Lightning
got
might
it.
have brought back the...
Yeah, because we sent Natili's back because Natili's
Yes.
was like super fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have
Hogward
got...
went back to it,
You
I know.
probably. I probably needed help swimming back, honestly, because I wouldn't have been able to make the checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rio, you're the last one that has enough.
Yeah, I need my equipment.
Okay.
Back. Also, I don't care about most of it.
Mhm.
To be fair.
Mhm.
I'd like to try to get at least my armor back.
You can certainly chat up the quartermaster, but the quartermaster store is not open at night. I will let you know. And this is a night action.
All right, night action.
Mm-hmm. This is the day 11 while most people are recovering.
Oh, it's still day 11. Okay.
It doesn't mean you couldn't talk to the quartermaster about getting it back.
Talk to her about it.
She would probably be. She's drinking already. Actually, no. You can't access the quartermaster day. I'm sorry. I realized it's Crab Feast. She's probably involved in Crab Feast.
Okay. Oh, sorry for coughing. And then I will.
Probably the only officer you could talk to is Fish Cuts.
Well, that puts a huge dash on what my plan was. Quit and go while I think of something else.
Quitted.
Thank you for while I'm eating.
Look, if I can't finish my food and I have to slowly kind of sneak it in while during this.
Mostly like I had food, was in the middle of swallowing food when that was said, and then I just anyway, doesn't matter. Talking to crew, because me and him spent, I'm assuming, time cooking the crab feast.
Yeah.
And
sure. Certainly by now he is drunk. If he's not drunk during the day, by evening he usually is, unfortunately. He is a troubled soul which turned to the bottle way too much. But he would be willing to chat.
Well, Mr. Crew, now that we've got the cooking done, would you mind a drinking partner?
Sure, why not, kid?
Cool. I realized I said I was going to go chat with crew.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't actually have anything I really want to talk about, so I'm just going to spend the time just hanging out with him and shooting shit.
Yeah. You've been doing pretty good. You're not bad for some random folks that's just been thrown in there.
Okay. It wasn't exactly the plan, but I'm working with what I have.
There was once I was a well-known chef back in the day. I had my own place in Port Peril. It was fancy.
It seems quite prestigious. Whatever led to you being here, then?
A bet with the captain. And I, taking a huge swig of the bottle, lost. Little more than a slave to the captain now. That's why he doesn't he doesn't care about me at all. I can say whatever I want. I can't escape.
His entire goal was just to have you here cooking for him.
He likes to complain, especially when the stew goes bad.
And what happened to your shop, your restaurant?
Who knows? Probably moved on without me. Someone else probably took over. Or it's gone.
Things were different.
Things have always been different. Look, kid. This place, it's terrible. I think I ain't a brave one. But I'd keep your eye out. There's always opportunities to find calmer seas.
Point of curiosity, I suppose. Complete. Forgetting the word. Doesn't really matter. If you had the chance to leave, would you? With no repercussions.
Freedom. It's hard to say. No repercussions? Captain Harrigan, he's not one for that kind of thing. But if by chance something would happen, the captain maybe finds a better cook. Well, if he's feeling generous and doesn't feel like throwing me overboard, allowing me to leave on my own, then yeah, I'd take it. Though I don't think he's always that, well, I don't think he's ever that generous. He'd probably, if he found someone better to replace me, he'd probably throw me to the sharks.
He certainly does seem the sort, so let's hope Ismail finds something else for him.
To luck in the future. And he'll take
Luck in
another
the
swig.
future. I'll swig as well.
Can you give me a diplomacy check? I just want to see what you roll.
Surely I can't do it 3 times.
We'll see.
Fuck, I can't!
It happened.
I'm cursed! The curse is real!
I'll tell you, there's
boy.
no bad things, because again, like 20s and 1s on skill checks don't really exist, so I'm not gonna punish you for 1. It's just, probably you got some drunken rambling out of him. Hard to say how he'll feel in the morning. He might just be back to his old and different self.
I can hope. Maybe he'll just remember things for if things happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I got what I wanted. I talked to him.
Well, he's already taken a shine to you to it. So, all right. So day 12 will raise. Anybody that wants to do an action, please give me your profession sailor check for today.
Said as if we have a choice in performing our action.
I mean, remember, I'm kind of letting you swing by it if you don't want to do anything special, technically.
Yep, there it goes.
Though I guess
I don't get to do anything yet again. I'll never get my stuff back. I've given up on it.
Wow.
You want to ask one of your allies to maybe help you get your stuff
I'm
back?
too tired to ask you anything.
You can ask the allies anything. We're all swabs.
Uh-huh.
I honestly don't know if I would do anything extra, so...
Okay. Alright, Quentin.
Oh, I'm rolling.
I need that
You know
D6.
I'm rolling.
Oh, I know you are. I need the D6. Let's figure out what you're doing.
Give me it. Come on. It's been so long since Turtles. I want my Shelly buddies back. That's not Shelly buddies.
Another feast and leftover.
Yeah, the captain. This is like 3 feasts in 3 days. 4 actually.
4
including the
feasts.
crab one.
4 feasts.
The captain is just like.
Dude likes
Convention
feast.
holiday.
You know what? I'll say re-roll that one. It's too many feasts in a row.
Turtles!
It's turtle time.
Let's go.
Alright. Make your survival check then,
Come on. I only have a +1, but every one of these has been good. Please. Turtles, Shelly buddies, be my friends.
You get
Not a failure.
You're not a failure. You get a couple of turtles. It's probably not your biggest haul, but you still manage to catch a few turtles here and there. Using the harpoons, treble hooks, and nets that it's provided to you.
Because I neglected them. I've been away too long. The turtles are angry.
Mm-hmm.
I've spurned them. They're an angry lover.
Mm-hmm. Yaukol, Revia, Quentin, is there anything you want to do during this day activity? Though I will note something important that you're all noticing already. It is hot out today. Like, it is unusually hot out today.
Oh, then definitely not. I don't want to sweat any more than I have to.
Yes.
Hot? What are you talking about? It feels normal to me.
Wait! I got my gear back!
Yes.
Can I, in any way, shape, or form, take a bath or a shower? Sponge bath, anything. It's been days. I want to use my soap. I just got my soap back. Please let me wash.
Probably in the evening, if you wanted to, you could arrange to get a tub and have a saltwater bath.
I'll take it.
You can bathe in the villages.
Yeah, with the rat. Down with the rat.
Not really feeling the sauna right now.
Yeah, but you could probably arrange to a tub. You would have to fish out or get help fishing out water from the sea with the tub.
Go to the villages.
He's a strong, independent...
And I will let you know, you will have to bathe probably on deck while everybody else is having dinner or gambling. There really is...
I have a problem with this.
Hey, if you don't, you don't.
I mean, I don't usually give free shows, but...
Does my wonderful companion let me know they want their equipment?
No.
Okay.
They're too busy stewing in their failure.
Too busy contemplating ending it.
Y'all Cole, are you doing anything?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Revia?
I don't have anything.
I want to help out Sandra during the day because this is like the night after
Yes.
where she's
Okay.
fatigued.
You can help her out too. Definitely, she still was okay, but you could tell the heat is working on her, you know?
Yeah,
This
I
heat-
helped my sister in the face.
It does get a little cooler when you reach the evening of day 12. Certainly it's not recovered all the way, but it's better than it was. It's still relatively hot out. Anybody want to do anything this evening? All of you are in good shape to do actions if you wish to.
Scrap.
Rio, I will note, your quartermaster friend, or not friend, but the quartermaster, is around, if you wish to address her about your equipment now.
I would like to try, please.
Okay.
I won't be able to get it now, but I will.
Come on. You know it has to happen. Give me the
Right.
3.
What kind of check is it?
It is a diplomacy check to negotiate it. But
Okay.
you will have some bonuses. She has been made helpful to your group, effectively.
I will roll a diplomacy. I'm also using my once per day plus 1.
Okay.
I believe in you can do it. Yes.
I'm actually somewhat diplomatic.
Yeah.
to be fair.
So you'll
I'm a charisma character.
while she's beginning to like get into drinking and gambling, you'll probably like maybe like do like a couple small dice games with her while chatting her up. You know, it's like she's like, well, seems like the lot of you have been doing really good at earning your way on the ship. You and your associates. You know what? If you stop by the quartermaster's store, I can give you your things if you got some time. You've been doing relatively good for the ship. The captain was pretty pleased with the crab feast. There was some good stuff you brought back there. You and the lot of you.
Well, I know good food in the ocean when I see it.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, when you get a chance, stop by and you can get your things. All right. Anybody else doing anything on the evening of the 12th?
Yeah, I wanna talk to Tilly Brackett. All right, we're gonna make him more friends.
Let's check out. Tilly.
Fellow swab.
Tilly
Tough
Brackett.
Joker.
Yeah, a tough joker. Yeah, okay. You can talk to Tilly.
Yeah. You know, trying to make more friends. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You know, I rolled a 3, so
Nice.
so it happens.
It should be like, oh, you're cute. It's nice of you to be chatting people up, but maybe Jack is more your style, certainly. The boy needs some help, and it looks like you were already talking to them. I'm fine on my own. I don't need your little words to say. Thank you very much, though.
I shrugged.
Mm-hmm.
Not my
She
problem.
doesn't seem to be any worse off than you before, but she doesn't seem to be any better either.
Yeah.
She,
You know.
she remains
pirate.
indifferent to you. Quentin doing anything?
Scrub.
Okay. If you were bringing up the water, either you have to ask a friend for help, or you have to make the strength check to bring it up.
I am a strong, independent, pushy boy.
Okay. Gonna make a strength check to pull up to pull up the water.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Give me
God.
my third nat 20 in the session, please. That's a 14.
Right.
A 14 will be enough, though. You throw down like the a bucket. You're not gonna get like a huge amount of water, but enough that you can sit in kind of like a tub and scrub yourself down a little bit. You will certainly be cleaner than you were. You'll get a lot of the sweat off, but you will be very, of the salt. You'll be very oceany. You're exchanging probably worseness for slightly betterness, but there's still just not something great about it, and certainly
he does the best with what he's got. This is still better than sweat,
Yeah,
time, and dirt.
I mean, like, you'll get looks. They won't be looks of, like, scrubbing yourself up, because I'm sure, like, occasionally you get pirates that do that anyway, you know, like, they gotta scrub themselves up because, or scrub up some clothes or something because they got, like, you know, stains on it or something they want to get rid of a little, or try to get rid of. The entire idea of, like, sudsing up is, like, you know, soap. Ain't that for shirts sometimes when you get it really rank and,
Well, just like some people want their shirts to smell good, some people like to smell good themselves as well.
And it is absolutely, like, floral scented, so it is fancy ass soap.
Mhm.
And he got it back. He's using it. It's been days.
Mhm.
Been so long. He might be covered in salt now, but he smells good.
Is it scented soap? What's the scent?
I don't know what actually is in the shackles, but some sort of nice smelling flower from the shackles.
It's very Caribbean, so I'm assuming it's some kind of, like, semi-tropical flower, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
So now you smell like smelling flowers on the beach. You know?
I smell great.
It's still
Flowers on the
beachy.
beach.
You're not getting rid of the beach smell. You just have the beach smell
I
and
live
the flowers
in the
over.
shackles. I always smell like the beach.
True.
Beach
fair.
it's a fantastic smell, okay?
I ply my trade in the ports of the shackles. There's
Y'all-
a reason I have soap that smells good.
Y'all cool? Natili's, either of you doing anything on evening of day 12?
I don't think so.
None.
Okay. Day 13 arrives, as we kind of move into yet another day. It's another day of Heatwave. The heat is, in fact, worse than the day before. It is sweltering and probably, like up in the hundreds, low hundreds, but still, it's enough to be, like, just like, whoa! And it makes work just all that much worse, for everybody. You do not get a penalty to any rolls, I will note that. Mechanically, it doesn't do anything else.
It sucks.
It just sucks.
It's all sweaty and gross. You got
Does
your
it-
bathroom
If you would have to make
Fire
a
damage?
if you would have to make a check versus fatigue, that would be an issue. So it doesn't cause anything to combust on the ship.
Oh, then I'm probably fine.
Yeah, you can feel it. It feels just like it just feels a little like icky. You know, the air. It's kind of like. It's probably less the heat itself and more that the heat is causing like a sauna-iness to everything, you know, with the water. So it just kind of feels like you're kind of like steaming a little bit, and it's that
Humid, like
Yeah.
very humid.
yeah. It's making it awfully humid in the area. So it just feels like it's you're not bothered by the heat, you're bothered by the humidity, honestly. So you don't have to worry about any penalties anyway. Anybody that wants to make their Profession Sailor checks, please do.
Is there a point to roll if I have above a +10?
To Profession Sailor?
Yeah.
Technically, no, because you can't fail on a 1.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a +11, so.
Then you are fine, and you do not have to roll. We can
Right.
just have you be ready for whatever action you want to do in the day. We can now see if Ryo can go and get their stuff.
See.
I believe in you.
Push the button right now. No.
Oh my god.
I'm not getting my stuff back, I guess. Never.
Can you, can he just, like, fatigue himself to, like, do it
Hang
in the
on.
afternoon?
Hang on. Wait.
Or can I help out?
That's what I was thinking too. Like, you're obviously struggling.
Yeah, you've been
Every
having
day.
trouble with your work.
I will say you do, as this is happening, you do hear just what sounds like very harsh words in a language you probably don't understand.
I help out.
I
though.
apparently can't work enough myself to help you.
Well, I was gonna
No,
see that.
Natalis, you rolled enough to be able to help out. If
I mean, I had 11. That's like
DC's
half the grade
10.
for myself.
the
Yeah,
DC's 10.
but
Okay.
But I imagine I can't help because I've just barely passed. my
Yeah,
turn.
okay, I can see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I was looking at like
Yeah.
15 is what I was looking for.
Uh huh.
Croup and I work right beside the quartermaster.
Yeah.
Over the course of the past nearly 2 weeks,
Mhm.
is there some check I can make for noticing how badly Ryo has just been failing everything.
Sure. Probably give me sense motive. Sense motive. Just, it will not be a very high DC, but you do have to notice it. It's because you still have to notice it, you know. Yes.
There it is!
Ryo has seemingly been having a lot of trouble getting the jobs done. Barely scraping by getting the jobs done. Because all of you are kind of working together on jobs, sometimes some of the others have to like take up a little slack.
Well, I was asking if I needed to check to notice it specifically because I work under the deck while they're all...
They work all around. It probably would be like on days when they're doing like running, which means they put like take stuff from downstairs up to the top, or vice versa, move things around. You probably notice things like that. Then there are a couple of jobs which would put them to mid deck, so you would have opportunities to notice.
Gotcha. Then Quentin's gonna do another not seen by anybody thing. He's gonna ask Mr. Krug if he could just go speak to the quartermaster for a couple minutes. And then use his favor.
Check which job you're doing, because that might affect what answer he's going to give.
Fair.
Roll a 6.
Reroll the 6. We've had enough feasts.
I called it, dude. I felt it.
How many times the 6s?
If it's up to the captain, he's having a feast every single day.
Apparently!
I think this is the first time I've gotten a 5 on this. I don't know what a 5 is.
Okay, so I will need you to give me a fortitude save. Just give me this, because guess what? You will have time. Ambrose will regale you with many stories over cooking. And the thing is, you will both get very shit-faced throughout the day.
Oh, I'm so down. I'm so down.
So you will get additional booze, more than just your rum ration today.
I was worried about being put as the chef's assistant at the start of this. I've got the best job.
But you gotta make a fortitude save to see how drunk you are. I'm gonna be honest. You are drunk. You have the drunk template for your actions. You can take 2 actions because of this. It's called. It's for whatever reason, like this task is called the bull session. It's like you just bullshit around for the day, I guess.
I'd like to point out that aside from one roll, every one of my rolls have been either a 20 or a 1.
So you get drunk. Good luck what you want to do. You could get 2 actions in though, technically.
Well,
while shit-faced.
I'm gonna go speak to the quartermaster while shit-faced.
Hi, man.
Because now it seems like an even better idea.
Yes.
And now he's not gonna try and hide it because he's fucking Blaster.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go speak to Grok and try and use his influence to sweet talk her into just giving Ryo their gear.
She'll be like,
would have been without,
yeah,
would have been without Ryo knowing that it was Quentin. Now he wants to make sure that Ryo knows exactly why.
She'd be like, if you have some time, Ryo is supposed to stop by and pick up their stuff. I guess if Kroop says you have some extra time, why don't you do that for them? You can grab the stuff here and take it up. Maybe wait until they're to have a shift break or something.
I would absolutely love to. Absolutely love to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know when the shift break is?
Ryo, I assume you did discuss what your items were with the quartermaster?
Yes.
Okay. So the quartermaster will grab your stuff and give it to Quentin. Says you've already negotiated for its release.
As a side note, how the fuck do I get it to wherever they are? I don't. Are they up? Are they down? Do you know where they are, Miss Grok? I think Krug puts something special in his booze.
Let me check something.
The ocean's swaying more than I think the ocean really should be.
Okay. So you can find them somewhere, probably on mid or lower deck, because though it's not Profession Sailor, I'm just having it be Profession Sailor. The job, I just rolled the job to find out where you'd be. All of you were rat catching today. You're killing rats, cockroaches, and beetles for the ship. All of you swabs. That's the job you're doing. Murdering the pests that plague you.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
God, this is kind of blowing his... I'm totally not doing anything to help early, but I'm okay with that. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, he is going to absolutely stumble throughout the ship trying to find Ryo.
Mm-hmm.
Ryo! Ryo, are you in here? Ryo!
I don't know, am I in there?
Sure.
Have you seen Ryo? Does anybody know where Ryo is?
I think they're down there.
Down that right. Oh God, more stairs. I really don't want to do some. Okay, fine, thank you. I'm gonna stumble down the stairs. Ryo! There you are! I don't know what's happened to my voice.
You've
I'm going
lost,
straight to the boost.
you've
I've
lost
got
your
my
voice.
fake accent.
The accent I try to hide, and it comes out apparently when I'm drunk. Ryo, I have a most wonderful present for you.
Right, what do you want?
You have been having some issues, haven't you?
No shit.
Just a few issues. He's gonna come right up close to you and just like drape his arms over your
I don't
shoulders.
know where those arms have been.
Oh,
Or who they
honey, I
came on.
could show you where these arms have
I'd
been, and
rather
they
you
can be
didn't.
absolutely wherever you want them to be. But not the point. Not
Perhaps
the
we
point.
are not slaves.
That's such a nasty word, slaves. I don't know about you. I'm having a wonderful time. I catch turtles,
Swears.
and I cook with Mr. Krupp, who is a wonderful conversationalist, and sometimes we get absolutely shit-faced, telling the most ridiculous story. Great time, wonderful time. This is a vacation. I love it. But no, I was here for something. Why did I want to see you? Aside from the beautiful face, you have a very beautiful face. Do you know that? That hair, my God.
I'm aware, yes.
How do you maintain your hair like that on a ship? I've been having so much trouble with that. I only just got to have a bath the other day, 2 days, 3, last night? I don't remember.
Family secrets.
Family secret. That must tell me that sometime. Why was I here? Oh, right, you've been having some issues. A couple of issues, a little bit of trouble, you're sort of down on your luck. I have a most wonderful present for you. All of your stuff! And he's just gonna, like, biggest beaming smile, he's just gonna hold the stuff in his arms. I've got it! I've got it all of your stuff right here. Do you want it? I got it for you.
Yes, I want it. Obviously, it's my stuff.
Oh, well then here, take it. But, important thing, you mustn't, and he's completely oblivious to anybody else being anywhere near, because, again, completely hammered. He doesn't do well hammered. He found Ryo, and Ryo is like the entire world right now. Important thing, you mustn't tell anybody that I did this. Important thing, nobody needs to know. I don't help people, but you're having some problems. I'm giving you a little bit of help, okay? Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Very stage whisper.
Are you holding this stuff?
Yes.
And
swaying alarmingly.
Ryo reaches into the pile and just picks up currently one item. It is a sort of like a little, I guess, a little symbol, and is a lightning bolt arcing out of a dark storm. It is a holy symbol. And he stuffs that into his coat and just takes the rest of his stuff and walks up to where his chest is.
Yep, you can easily put it in your locker. You were working on the lower deck, catching the rats and stuff, so... that way to keep the rats out of people's hammocks. That sounds like a great idea.
And now, if you don't mind, I'm going to have more booze. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. And don't tell anybody! Nobody can know. And he's gonna stumble and probably fall many times back to the kitchen.
Okay.
The thing is, I'm sure no one will think anything of it because the cook already is drunk. It's bad influence.
That one completely changed how I was gonna play that.
I'm doing anything else, Rio?
I guess I go back to catching rats after this freak who was incredibly drunk said, "Proposition fee?" Question mark.
I mean, it's more an invitation to proposition me if you want.
Anybody else want to do anything during the day, or we can skip to nighttime?
Negative.
No, I just want to continue talking to people during the night.
So nighttime. Everybody has their stuff back. What is the plan now? What does people want to do? We'll do the normal kind of like go through. Yeah, cool. You want to do anything tonight? Evening of day 13.
No, Yaakov doesn't really have night.
I
right now.
have something for Yakul to do.
Ooh.
Fist fight someone.
I walk up to Yakul.
Mm-hmm.
Yakul, what do you say we do another one of the fight ring? Come on. You have a growing reputation on the ship. It's impressing people.
The reputation's gonna break when somebody realizes that I can't fucking fight. Just been
You
getting
say
lucky.
that. You keep winning. Bismar's will guide you.
Well, if it will help, sure. We
No.
got Mike.
I look across. There's two people I was thinking between. There's that dwarf. Narwhal, I think his nickname is. He looks like a big man's fight. It also makes the dynamic of the little guy versus the giant dragon. You know what I mean? It creates a great show.
Okay.
Or I look to Shivika.
Mm.
Is she a big person? For the picture, she looks like she's an imposing figure.
Mm-hmm. She's tall. Tall Mwangi. So she's from the Mwangi Expanse.
She's a big girl.
Yeah.
It'd be a good fight between you two, you know? Two giants on board.
Let's go with the second one.
Alright, let's see if I can get her to agree. I'll be back, friends. Can I go to Shivika?
She's gonna be probably just like getting some food, during the normal like nighttime activity.
I look to her. My fellow swab, I have a proposition for you.
Ah, fellow children, how do you do?
Fellow children, hello.
Hello, fellow cool kids. Let's smoke at the weed and skate the boards. So, I walk up.
Mm-hmm.
I have a proposition for you.
All right, what kind of proposition?
I point back. See my dragon friends?
Mm-hmm.
I want to set up a... You remember the fight we had a couple nights ago, like a week, against Cog? And he fought the owlbear? I'm saying we put you two against each other to get another one of this going on. Winner gets a part of all the bets. The money if you win.
Roll diplomacy.
I've enhanced myself
Mm-hmm.
as best as I can. Please high, guys. I will roll above a 10 this session one day. I hope.
I have to check.
I mean, with a +10, you don't really need to.
It would be useful.
Fair.
It made me feel better.
Well, some extra money wouldn't hurt.
Is that a agreement? No killing, obviously. Just fists. He won't bite, I promise.
She'll kind of raise an eyebrow, kind of like suspectingly, but like, fine.
Wonderful. I'll start getting the people ready for it.
All right. What did we have you roll to set up a fighting ring? It's like profession gambler, I think.
I think it just happens because it was like the day after the owlbear.
Yes, but I think like getting you involved in it may have required a check of some kind.
I think he used diplomacy because I don't think Arabia has.
Yeah, I don't have profession gambler.
You can try a diplomacy check then to set up a gambling ring. Again.
Enhanced diplomacy able on this one?
Probably not, because it lasts longer than I think the spell lasts for this one at least.
Yeah, I would agree. Above a 10.
Yeah. You can get a bunch of people together that seem interested in a fight. I'm just going to use this token of a generic pirate because she has generic pirate stats.
Yeah. In my bets, I put a rum ration and 2 gold on Yakul. And
yeah, cool. There's some big bets on you.
I'm not allowed to bet on myself, am I?
Yes, you can bet on yourself.
I mean, it's not morally right, but you can do it.
Yeah,
you obviously can bet on yourself. Listen, we're pirates, okay?
Betting on the other person, betting on the other person is frowned upon because then it's like
because then I can throw the fight.
There's some ethics issues with that one.
Yeah,
you know.
people would probably not take that.
That's us. Yeah, I'm going to throw 4 gold on myself.
Okay.
Oh my, big pots. If she wins,
we'll find out.
Let's say 20% of like the winnings go to the winner, or like the bets.
Let me throw this turn order up. Make sure it's on screen.
The drill.
Get the dice roller up.
I love this. This is fantastic.
I just wish that I took unarmed combat.
Improved unarmed combat, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me just click on I have the token clicked on. I'll roll some initiative.
Am I misremembering this? Isn't it in Pathfinder that if they had improved unarmed strike, every time I swung at them, they would get an attack of opportunity against me?
Oh, I don't
remember. Or am I misremembering that?
There might be a different feat.
Yeah, that might be a different. I don't know if it's. I can't remember if the full wording gives you that. Anyway,
it might be that if you make any unarmed strike when you're untrained, it got put up.
She is just gonna try to deck you. I do not think an 11 will hit you.
11 does not.
Okay.
I do not have my my scale mail on. I don't have I'm not going to equip my scale mail unless we get actually going to get into a fight or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too dangerous to walk around ship with, so I just have my leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Very fair.
Okay.
Right. So then I'm going to go ahead and power attack fist him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it's like.
I'm waiting for it. All right.
The old fist of power. That's a 12.
So you managed to contact them.
That's 7 points of damage.
Yes.
You hit like a
God, you hit hard.
I literally
I'm power attacking.
Oh,
yeah.
That myth's gonna die when they realize I can't fight. Punches for 7.
Is a hit.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
So let me roll this D3. So this will be halved technically. 2 non-lethal damage to you.
2 non-lethal damage.
It's just like a quick jab.
Feels like
basically whenever I fight, I just do haymakers.
You just slamming like left hook right into them.
Well, it's your turn again.
So
yeah, cool.
At this rate, you pick up improved unarmed combat.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do that. I'm gonna swing at. That's an 8. That's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. There will be a swing back at you. For
my God,
17.
Ooh, another hit.
For 3 damage this time. You had gotten that first big hit in, and there, it's like
that's 2 damage, isn't it?
+1.
D3 damage.
Plus
okay.
1.
Yeah, +1.
Yeah. So it's like a quick jab in and a quick secondary jab in. She's like ducking and weaving. Like you got like a really good haymaker in originally, so you clocked her a little bit, but she seems to have recovered. And
she's definitely playing the fact that she can be a little bit quicker on her feet than I can.
Mm-hmm.
She's about the same size, but she looks more dexterous than I am, so I think that she's gonna have an advantage there. So I just gotta try to land one of these haymakers.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm gonna try. Hell yeah!
You take another like haymaker hit, and this time you manage to impact, and she is down.
Yeah, I walk up and I give her a Cure Light Wounds. To wake her up for 9 HP.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's up.
I like, I extend my hand to help her up after as Yakul is celebrating his victory. Hey, good fight. You know what? Here, and I take out a gold coin and I hand it.
She'll like kind of like bite on it to test it and kind of like look at it and then like just kind of like wander off.
So what's our winnings?
Let's see here. I'm gonna roll. You rolled very well on your betting, so you will get this. You will. It's a lot of small bets, so I will say 3 gold total. It looks as though the bets weren't as big because there was more suspecting victory, and so like the pot,
was one-sided.
Yeah, they were like, he's just gonna win again. There was a little bit where it looked like there might be some hope for a little second, and then they're like,
people are just gonna stop wanting to fight you.
They really will. You keep winning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I give 2 gold to Yakul.
You guys wouldn't see this. I'm rolling naked. it's plus 0 bonus, so this is just natural.
Honestly, you could just roll with your +2 and just take or +1 and not take the +2 damage. At this rate.
Yeah, but one
living semi-truck either.
I think 1 attack bonus is less impactful than 2 damages at this level. I think 2 damage could be the difference between a KO or not, but 1 is seldom going to be the difference between a hit as often.
So yeah, cool. You collect 1 gold.
All right.
2 gold.
Well, why don't we take our first break here before we get into the rest of everybody doing what's on evening of 13. Since it looked like Yakul and Revia continue to do a fighting ring, or organizing a fighting ring on the ship or something. The first thing about Pirate Fight Club is you probably talk about Pirate Fight Club because there's really only
definitely talk about Pirate.
Yeah, there's not that many people on the boat, so you really have to tell them about it.
It's a talk of the ship.
It's a talk of the ship. I mean, that's the first rule. Make sure to talk about it. Get everybody involved.
Hey, wait, they're upstaging my dancing.
They're upstaging your dancing certainly today. But anyway, yeah, snack, drink, bathroom break. If you need to do any of them, go ahead. Back in a little bit. Pop back in. Boop, boop. Boop. That's the wrong thing to turn off. That's the right thing to turn off. Hi, everybody. We're back.
Whoa.
So, we had Yakul and Revia doing a fight club. Natiles, Rio, Quentin, are any of you 3 doing anything this evening?
No.
Continuing how the rest of the day's been and just hanging out with group, getting drunk.
Yeah, probably.
Getting drunk, staying drunk.
I gotta say, probably at this point in time, since you did fail horribly, I'm gonna say you probably pass out at this point in time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will probably need a Constitution save to see how bad you're hungover the next day, though.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Uh-huh.
That'll wait.
Rio, you doing anything?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Okay. So, day 13, though, day 14 brings a change, though. As day 13... Sorry, let me get a drink here. Because I'm choking. As you go up to get your shifts, even you, Quentin, as you go to the to meet with Kroop, Kroop tells you, you've been, they're looking for you on deck. I don't know what they got for you planned today, but something special. Hopefully, it's not as dangerous as the last time.
And hearing that, I'm gonna avoid that Constitution check entirely, because I have an item that says "fuck that," that I did not actually plan to ever use, but apparently I am. I have something called Alchemist's Kindness, which you mix it with water, drink it, and it eliminates the effects of a hangover within 10 minutes of drinking it.
There you go. You got a useful item. You're like, you know, you take a glass of like the water, which the water, it's clean water, but it's like, you know, not, it's just like probably out of like a barrel or something that they open up, you know, and like close up. It's stale.
That's fine. It just has to be water.
Yeah. Put the stuff in, take a swig of it. So you're going up on deck and you're getting that out of that hangover. So all the rest of you are assembled on deck and are told to wait. And while you were waiting there, a woman will approach you. And let me have you take a look at her, and I can show everybody on stream can see her too. She's one of the officers you have not met yet. So let me pull that, and then show to players. So she is a very dark-skinned woman, because it looks like she's got like a very heavy tan to her. She's been out in the sun. This is the master gunner of the ship, Riaris Crine. You can tell like her nose has been broken several times. She's of course missing one of her legs that has a peg leg at it. She will start by berating the lot of you, comparing you to nothing more than like sea slugs, down things. Hey, you thought Rosie's language was bad? No, you now met someone who's more foul-mouthed than Rosie. Congratulations. You didn't think it was possible. Especially for, like, Revia, who's gotten to know Rosie more.
I mean, at least Revia has, like, redeeming personality qualities, like being, like, a cool person, you know?
Side note of curiosity, are we the only ones up here, or were there other swabs?
Just you 5. So she's, after, like, kind of, like, cursing you down, which I believe the way it would be described as, like, it makes Rosie's language seem like a nun. That's how bad she is. How vile-tongued this woman is. And so after she's kind of, like, you know, done cursing you out and, like, kind of, like, putting you down and stuff like that, she's like, You worms! One of the most important things you've got to learn to be part of this ship is to grapple an enemy ship and draw them closer for boarding. Most essential part of piracy. I don't think any of you have learned such a thing. I don't even know if any of you could master it. But we're gonna find out. Or maybe you'll get some lashings to make up for it. So she's gonna kind of like call out to some other swabs on deck and have them prepare one of the jolly boats on the main deck. So it is launched out. And then she kind of like takes a look and says, she's like, I'll need 2 of you to come with me first. Any volunteers to try it first? Or am I gonna just have to pull names and hope for the best?
I step forward.
Okay. At least one of you has a spine.
I guess I'll step forward, sure.
Alright.
Side note again, is a jolly boat some weird term for a rowboat?
It is, a jolly boat is basically like the like little boats they have on the side that they use to, it's the rowboats.
They have a name other than just boat?
Yeah, they're jolly boats.
Yep.
Why are they called jolly boats?
Why not?
Alright.
What else would you call them?
Gotta say, I'm not exactly sure why they're called it. They probably have a term for it, a reason for it, but I know that is the actual vernacular for it. I've heard that term before.
Welcome to English, where we're just making it up as we all know.
It's piratey shit. Okay. So she's going to take the 2 of you down, and she's going to like come to the rest of you and be like, the lot of you, watch, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Or learn what not to do. So she'll take the 2 of you down and get you about 40 feet away from the wormwood. And she'll be like, all right, now's time to learn how to grapple. You're going to have to throw the grapple up onto deck, tie it off, and then board the wormwood by climbing along the rope. Though, I have to say, it won't be that easy. You'll learn once you start climbing, though. Don't worry about it. Well, get to work. So, the two of you will have to make a ranged attack roll at minus, from whatever your normal ranged attack is, with a -6. Grappling hooks are something, they are, like, simple. So if you're proficient with simple, I think you can be, I think they don't call it an unproficiency thing. You know, you don't have to necessarily be proficient with throwing the grappling hook rope. It's just you have a -6 because it has a range increment of 10.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And you are 40 feet away.
Can I have blessed beforehand?
Nope.
Okay.
I can try.
I guess I'll just roll.
-6, you said?
So
Make
just
sure you factor in your ranged.
So it's just a ranged attack, -6.
10?
10 will hit the railing.
It's 12?
12 will hit the railing.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming because I have a 2 in range, I'm assuming I subtract that out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it would be the -4.
So yeah, the both of you will manage to get the ropes up. They are hooked on the railings. So she's like, at least you got the first part down. Now tie off your ropes and start climbing.
Alright.
Is it a climb check?
It is a good climb check.
Oh boy.
You will need, I believe, 3 climb checks to get up.
Oh god. If only I was level 2, I could have a proficiency rank in this. Oh.
Alright.
Right.
Okay, I'll push the button. Sure. Okay.
Okay. So, Rio, you're having some trouble getting started, basically. But Revia, you will make it up the first leg. You will not fall off, though, Rio. You just won't have very good process. Then Revia will fall off.
Okay.
Rio will fall off.
Cool. Alright.
Both of you are in the water, where she will yell at you, "Get back in the boat, the two of you! Come on now! Try again! Get climbing!"
Another climb check?
Yeah, she wants you to get start. Do it again.
10?
Okay, so Rio's got process, Revia does not. I need another round for both of you.
All your asses up them roads.
Revia, I'm just saying, you're not getting off the ground. You're having trouble getting up. Rio, I now need you to make me a reflex save.
Reflex save?
Yes.
And it's kicking you off.
Nope. As you actually get some distance along the rope, you will start being pelted by garbage, bottles, buckets of water, pieces of food.
I'm just checking if something can apply to it or not. No, it does not apply. So can't use that. Okay. Button. 10.
Hey, you will manage to, like, you're not dodging out of the way necessarily, but you're, like, bracing yourself. You notice that people are, like, beginning to throw stuff, so you brace yourself, so you're managing to climb up where you're getting pelted by stuff, so it's not doing any damage. It's just, like, it's trying to distract you to, like, knock you off while you're going. I need another round of climb checks.
Okay.
Oh.
Revia, you're gonna do very good. Rio, I will need a reflex save from both of you now that they've begun started. Since you all, so Revia, it's unfortunate that you get pelted and knocked into the water.
I hate
But Rio,
life.
you're up on deck. You managed to make it there.
Yeah, a truck thrown at me.
Like a bottle like knocked you in the head and you fell off.
Yeah.
Come on, try it again. You worm.
All people is the first one up.
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, you're making some progress. Reflex save. As stuff is being chucked at you.
Life is pain.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Climb and
please.
reflex. Climb
Okay.
is good. Okay, reflex. It's good. One last round of checks. Let's see if you can get up there. No progress is made, but let's see if you can hold on to the rope. Unfortunately, you do not. You lose your grip again. As she will curse you out and say, like, she'd be like, get back on the boat. We're taking you in. You fail. We'll see how the rest do. At very least, maybe you'll get away with just some time in the bilges for you. Who's next out of the lot of you?
I'll step.
Yeah.
I'll step forward at that one.
Okay.
Quentin will step forward too. I don't know. That looks like an awful lot of fun.
Alright, so they'll unhook the ropes, bring them back, and kind of get you two down on the jolly boat, move it out to the same distance again, and she'll kind of like shove the ropes in your arms and say, you saw what you did. Get him up there and get ready for a pelting.
Alright, so is climb.
Because know this, when you're climbing off into an actual ship,
Throw 'em up first.
it won't be bottles and refuse being thrown at you. It'll be arrows and knives.
And theoretically, you're not boarding it like this.
Throwing a rope
are.
across, tying it
Pretty
off,
common
and then
boarding.
yeah, throwing it across, climbing across. Yeah, that's the idea.
Side note, because I've never played a rogue in any role playing before. Do I get any bonuses with grappling hooks or?
It's just a normal range. Whatever your range attack is, minus 6 from that.
Oh,
Because you're just taking the range penalty. You're not
Yeah.
taking like, the penalty to using it.
Yeah, it's because
Why
it's
do grappling hooks just have a?
They have
minus
they have a very short range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice.
okay.
First,
Yeah, so Quentin, it splashes into the water, it misses. You manage to like kind of knock it off the ship. Yeah, cool. You'll hit it again. She'll like kind of turn towards you and she'll kind of yell at your face, "Try again!"
Hold up, you have a +9 to this?
No,
No.
he just forgot the -6, but he still rolled a.
Yeah.
10,
you rolled-
which is
Oh,
enough.
sorry.
Okay.
Well,
My bad.
You
He rolled a
I was
13.
just concerned for a moment
Yeah.
how you had a +9 and also jealous.
Yeah.
No,
no.
I have a range of +3, so I forgot to add.
Yeah.
you
minus
just
six.
subtract the
So-
3 out. So
Yeah.
Oh
No-
my god.
nice.
no, please.
She's looking
I can
quite
climb,
impatient
I can
with
fall.
you as you get -1 and it slips out of your hand and goes backwards. Just,
It's fine. I can do this. Once the rope's up, I can climb well. I swear.
mm-hmm.
11?
Finally you get it up, and she's looking quite impatient with you, but she's like, great! Now tie it off, and the two of you up! Let's see if you've got any more metal than the last ones.
And it's climb followed by reflex, right?
Yes.
Alright. Bam. Like I said, I can climb.
Ah,
And also-
Quinn's going
and
to it.
climb.
Yeah,
I
cool.
can dodge.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So you're cool. You will not make any initial progress. Quentin, you will get up one up the third way. So I need another round of both from you. Round of climbs, followed by round of reflexes. Yeah, cool. You're making some distance climbing then, finally. And you're actually dodging stuff. So you've effectively on your own caught up to Quentin, but we'll see if Quentin can do well. Okay, Quentin's doing awesome.
Look, I'm fucked next session. I have never rolled 3 20s in a single session, let alone 4.
roll as a DM,
You roll your reflex. Quentin, you rolled well enough. You have the option of getting all the way to the top because you can accelerate your climbing.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, that was fast enough. That was a high enough number to accelerate and just, basically move your speed up the rope.
He's just gonna scamper up. See, I told you it's fun. And I'm pretty good with rope.
Yakul, I will need another round from you as now you are left on the rope.
Heck
You're
yeah.
climbing well,
No.
and you're in the water. You get like something like yucky hits your hand when you're like reaching it out. You'd think it's like maybe like a bit of like rotten meat or something, and it kind of squishes and you slip off into the water.
Okay.
Try again.
Back to climbing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Nope.
That's bad luck.
Another climb.
You can get up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. A little bit.
Okay, we're getting progress. Progress, yeah, good progress.
No.
Nope, into the water again. Mm-hmm.
Next one.
You're
You guys are on the next
She's
one.
looking. She's been looking really annoyed from like Quentin's initially, like doing very badly. She's looking real angry at you as she's like yelling at you to get up again. Not making any progress for the first one. She's just kind of like, all
There
right,
you go.
now make the reflex as you can make up. You can like, oh god, you were doing great, but you're in the water, and she yells at you and be like, seems like you know how to climb, but you have to know how to take your hits. Get up on deck. Looks like two of you might be down in the bilges tomorrow. All right, the last one of you, get down here.
Hey.
Okay, Natilis. I need
Cool.
a ranged attack.
All right. So that's with a -2.
Mhm.
I
Let's
just roll
roll,
a
Broody.
D20.
You can do it.
Here you go. Here's a D20. Oh, God.
Fuck.
You
So it's
you
an 18.
yeah, you masterfully like get it up there and tie the rope off. You know.
You look shocked with yourself, like,
Not bad.
Oh God.
Let's see if you can. Now let's see if you can climb to match your skill with the rope.
Nope. Here we go.
Ah.
Better roll than I do.
It does seem as though you are making progress. Perhaps because you roped it off so well, you get a +2.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
That helps me.
Make a reflex then.
Okay, I can reflex.
Hey, you do. All right, you made some progress.
Oh, here we go.
You don't
barely.
fall, but you don't make any progress. But you're still getting pelted with stuff, so another reflex.
Cool.
You're still
Jesus.
good. Yeah. Like you're like managing to dodge out of some bottles. That's like someone thinks a bottle, like some water gets poured on you, and you're like, it's like it's bilge water, so it's like it's just off on the bottom of the ship. Make another climb check. All right, you make some progress again. You're another reflex, if you would.
All right. Oh God.
Ooh, good. And then I will need one more set as you kind of are pushing forward through their jeering. Now that they can focus solely on you, you know, you're still like pushing through. And final reflex, if you will.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God.
And you get up there. You get
the
up
worst thing that can happen to me. I have a 1 to climb.
I mean, again, you have a better check than I do. All right.
I have a -1 to climb.
Yeah.
I told you got this, Broody. Seems that cloak's hiding something special under there.
All right.
You got
So-
some muscles you're not showing us.
No reaction.
You just get ignored.
I think ignoring is probably the best action.
And the best reaction is to yeet off the boat.
I mean,
These
I
are
would probably
unwanted
Try it.
events.
Apparently, I'll get right back up without issue.
I'd probably get keelhauled for shooting you, so I can't do that.
With what gun?
I need
With the gun that they gave me.
You know, it's the gun that Natilis has.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you can hit me.
All right. Let's see here. She's gonna kind of come up on deck and pull Revia and Yakul aside, and be like, "Well, you two, seems as though you are not really set for this. Maybe perhaps we can get some strength training in you. It'll be to the bilges for the two of you for a couple of days. But before that, perhaps something to get a little bit of incentivize you to behave yourselves a little better." She is going to dole out some punishment because that's the kind of woman she is. She is a bitch.
I quickly do a. I get my mirror image up now.
So what it will be is you will each be delivered 6 points of non-lethal damage as you will take 6 rope bashes. So she's basically taking the single end of the hefty end of the rope and just, like, smacking you across the back 6 times each. So it's better than lashes. Lashes are whip damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can kill you.
Mm-hmm. This is just, like, a little bit of, like, idiots. And then, so you will have...
Just a little bit of rub burn.
Just a little love tap.
And you will be rolling for bilges the next couple of days, which are not pleasant. So for days 15 and 16, the 2 of you are bilge rats.
So
we will work on that. But boarding school has been completed. 3 of you have passed. And I will note, she will basically be like kind of turn towards you. It looks like you've got some skill other than cooking. Glad to hear it. Maybe you'll be of some use to this ship after all.
I've got skills in great many things. Apparently, this is one of them.
So this technically takes up your day, as you're soon to be training here. She'll move you into some other various pirate-based training too, but this is the one that's probably the most difficult one, the first one. It's a lot of just like, simplistic things, after that. Probably like, just putting you through some paces to get a sense of what you can do and how useful you are when it comes to pirating.
Fair.
But fortunately today, it wasn't horribly hot out. Yay!
Nice.
Finally, it was a nice day out, relatively speaking.
Are you rolling for the weather?
No, I actually have a list of weather that I have for at least this time period.
Gotcha.
I would roll for the weather once you're separated away from anything and would have your own ship. But,
once they're free, okay? For now, we're with these slavers.
So, it's the night of day 14. Anybody doing anything?
At some point, I would have given Yakul and myself a love tap.
Mm-hmm. Heal up some that non-lethal damage. Just be like,
Yakul, you're up.
Puts me back at full.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not do myself nearly as well, but it's non-lethal.
Yeah, so you will recover over a night when you rest, anyway.
I'm in a pretty sour mood, so I'm probably in prayer.
Yeah, there was another one that you would have seen here that I should show you, because working with her would have been this man, the gunner's mate, Kipper.
Yeah. Well,
so Kipper works with Ries.
Why is he wearing a sock
Kill
on
him
his
and
head?
take his gun.
That is a type of pirate hat.
Does he actually have a gun?
Sure. I did make firearms something that exists to a degree.
To kill him and take his musket.
Otherwise, Gunner doesn't make sense without guns.
Yeah,
Gunner on a ship doesn't mean guns. It means
cannons. Yeah. But at the same time, I can understand him having a gun.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
Without guns, you wouldn't name them. Gunners wouldn't be a word.
I did say that basically, like, I think we were level 3 guns exist, so they are around. They're just, they're not something that everybody knows how to use.
This ship isn't cannons, right? It doesn't have the cannons.
I think it has ballista, yeah.
Ballista.
If I remember right,
cannons are very
cannons in this setting very expensive, and
cannons
also
in most settings
they take up a lot of ship space, which I don't remember exactly how it works, but
you need a lot more stuff to fire them.
And you need somebody specialized in using cannons, whereas ballista are far easier to use.
Alright, so I will show you the last 2 officers at this point in time, because you've met most of them. Here are the last 2, in case you want to see them. There's Peppery Longfarthing, the sailing master of the ship. And the final one is Patch Patch Salt, the boatswain's mate.
Oh.
Which means Patch works for Master Scourge.
Oh.
Like, none of these guys, except, like, 2 people that don't actively work above deck are good people.
Well, like, Grok and
I
Fish
always
Guts
talk
are
to
okay.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm gonna say, Habby Quarn is serious about his stuff, and he's, like, kind of, like, indifferent to you. He's not really hostile. He's very indifferent.
Oh, I haven't talked to him yet.
Yeah.
I forgot he existed.
He's the carpenter. Well, he's the carpenter and surgeon, because that's what they both were.
I mean, I should technically talk to him, because I have those skills, but, like...
Yes.
I mean, I could attempt that, I guess,
he's
one of these days.
He is known as the Stitchman.
I'm guessing I would have seen most of these people at least at the captain's
Yes.
very frequent celebrations.
Yes.
Okay.
Most certainly, yes. You've seen them more than once then. But yes, that is the Wormwood officers have now been revealed to you, just as the full crew has been revealed.
I've already got 2 officers taking a shine to me. Wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight, but I guess I'll try and get a 3rd officer to...
All right, if you want to talk to one, it seems like at least Revia, Yakul, you doing anything? I guess you're usually resting up too, because
Yeah, I'm
okay.
probably trying to stay at a...
So
Could you let me lead you in prayers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you offer, I'll say, I guess I could use a little help.
Yeah,
Helped
I
you
do.
well yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, Patch works under Scourge.
Patchwork is under Scourge. And Scourge and Plugg are the 2 that really are hostile towards you.
And... I would have seen Patch at one of the captain's things. How did she seem? Like, did she seem like buddy with Scourge, Plugg in them, or?
I mean, she's the boatswain's mate, meaning that she basically is the person that works directly for Scourge. Basically, the one that like relays any orders that they're not directly doing, assists them at all their things. You know, it's
Sure, but like, what I mean is, can I get a sense of what she thinks of Scourge?
Sense
There
motive.
has been like
Sense
3...
motive. Yeah, you can roll that if you want. If you want to see that sense motive, you can roll it for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who to talk, which of the officers to talk to next. So try her. See, okay.
You can't tell. I'm gonna say you've
right.
watched her, but it just you haven't been able to pick up anything, so you're unsure. It's unfortunate you don't know. She could love him, she could hate him. You don't know.
And Kipper works under the lady we just met,
Yep.
Riaris.
I will tell you, Kipper is definitely less hostile than her. She seems to be very no-nonsense hostile towards everyone, kind of thing.
Okay.
So you get the sense that it's not you, it's that you're part of everyone.
Gotcha.
And Kipper just seems to be kind of more, I'd say more indifferent, but Kipper is also just doesn't seem to necessarily like you, you know, it's just that he's not probably hostile. It's more that, like, you know, probably Kipper is the only one that Riaris puts up with more than anybody else, you know, as her mate.
And how about Peppery? Have I seen much of her? Any sense of what she...
Peppery is the sailing master. So I know that that's her job. I have to remember what that job exactly entails.
Pretty much just going off of what I could have got from the 3 or 4 celebrations I've been to serving at.
Okay, so I think she is the one that effectively so sort of like Master Scourge is in charge of the riggers, you know, that's one of his jobs, and like probably Harrigan, you know, he's technically in charge of the job. Mr. Plugg gives the orders. What her job is to make sure the ship is actually sailing. So she like coordinates between the helmsmen and the riggers and stuff, and, you know, gives that kind of orders out, you know. So, like, Master Scourge, he controls all the riggers, you know. When the order comes of, like, we need to do this, he controls them to kind of do that. She is the overall... So the Sailing Master is the one that's in charge of making sure the ship sails.
Maybe I don't go chatting her up just yet.
Yeah. So it is a very important role, definitely, on the ship.
Yeah. Again, his plans are long-term. He's quite happy to move slowly because he doesn't know what the future is. I guess I'll go talk to Kipper. Since I've seen him around a bit and now I've met...
Sure. You could probably find Kipper. The mates sometimes go to the main meals. Sometimes they can be found on deck. I'll say, sure, you can find Kipper today. Maybe, like, off of the... in mid-deck right now.
Okay.
You did good today. Riaris was proud of you. Out of a lot of you, you did the best. She doesn't show it, but she respects when people do well. At very least.
Well, thank you. I was actually hoping that maybe you can give me some more tips. This isn't exactly something I've ever done before. And
well, you're
while I'm
natural,
here, I might as well make the best of it, and I'd like to do well next thing.
I can maybe give you a few more tips. It seems like you're natural at all, which is good. Even if you haven't learned, it means you'll learn fast.
I've been told that's one of my strong suits.
Why don't you give me a diplomacy with him, and then I will have you roll a... I'm not going to have you roll, but I'll say, like, he'll give you some tips and tricks, which might come up in the future.
So far, I've been... Even though I need Bluff later on for my build, so far I've been really regretting dumping Diplo for Bluff. Because Diplo's come up so many times.
Bluff, diplomacy comes up a lot right now. Bluff comes up later, kind of thing.
Fair.
More,
+0, let's go.
Wow. Jesus.
You have taken the luck of the game. My word.
I'm so fucked.
Wow.
That's 5 in one session. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not happy anymore. I'm dead.
That's being dramatic.
Oh. I have no HP. The first thing that ever hits me, I'm dead. The first thing that hits me is going to be a crit.
Okay.
Probably.
You actually, you get the sense, Kipper, as much as he does work for Riaris, he tends to be a little bit more indifferent. You sense that maybe, like, there was a little bit of, like, a lingering hostility. He basically will, you haven't got him helpful. You've got him friendly. I will tell you.
Okay.
And he will give you a warning, that, to stay on the side of Plugg and Scourge, and he'll give you a warning if necessary. He is all for those two. Let me put it that way. You realize that he is head over heels for the hierarchy of the ship. Okay. He believes that you'll be able to fit in very well. He doesn't. Not sure if you're officer material, but if you keep at your job right now and you do well, and it seems like you got, again, you're natural. You turn that natural ability into some skill, you might find a place on the ship more than just being thrown to the terrible jobs.
I'm starting to think I might actually like the sound of that. So far, this ship's been the best thing that's happened to me in a while.
I know, Mr. Plugg and Master Scourge can be difficult, especially with new folks, like yourself. But they respect when you do well. And if you keep doing well, you can earn that respect. You won't have it now. But I'll keep an eye out. I don't know if I could... I'm not in a place to give a good word, I will say. But if the opportunity arises that I can assist you in earning that good word, I can do that for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it most greatly.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mentioned the lingering hostility thing, was that towards the group of us, or?
It's the implication that because the two of them are very, like, hostile to the new people, because you're basically, again, as you said it, you're better off than slaves. So they see you as nothing on the ship. They see you as maybe hopefully helpful, at very least
No, I mean, when you mentioned kippers.
It's because there is a natural hostility towards you from the higher ups.
Okay, so you carry that.
It does carry down a little bit.
All right.
He tends to be a little bit more indifferent, but because of that hostility from the people that he serves willingly and very well, it makes it that he had like a penalty to his diplomacy. So you only altered him by 1 level rather than 2, is what I'm saying.
That's fair. Cool. I'll thank him and head on my way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, Kipper will be relatively friendly towards you. Again, you do get the sense that probably if you had any plans of changing anything, he would probably side, with the ship and the people already in charge of it. A little bit of your actions today helped that influence. So, Natilis, you want to do anything this evening? After also passing your test? Okay.
No, I'm just gonna stay away from everyone.
I doubt I can find Habby now. He's probably officers things or sleeping.
If you want to look for him, you can probably catch him at some point in time after dinner while the hanging out is going on. You can probably catch him. He probably goes back towards his quarters.
I would just if I could catch him off, mention the medical stuff, like the doctor's training.
I heard from Cutthroat. You two have some surgical skills. That's good. For now, just keep to your job. But if you do well enough, maybe in the future, and after we have some battles, and you prove yourself, perhaps we can see about giving you a little bit of a raise. I currently don't have a surgeon's mate. We'll have to test your other skills, but that comes secondary. Keep your head down, do well, and when the time comes, assist.
Okay. Get kind of like a nod and then have a good night kind of thing,
Yeah, he does not have a surgeon's mate currently, so he would possibly recruit one.
Information learned.
Mm-hmm. But as he said, prove yourself like after a battle or something. Patch up some people or something like that, Take a little bit of his workload off. All right. It is now the next day. It is day 15. Well, two of you are enjoying yourselves in a nice area called the Bilges.
I cast in the morning. Me and Yakul endure elements.
Okay.
So it's not.
I would just raise my hand and say, "Don't bother. He doesn't bother me."
Then I cast it on myself.
Okay.
I have 5 fire resistance, so any just normal heat conditions don't bother me.
Yeah, well there you go.
Okay. So the Bilges is the worst work you can get. So I will need from you two specifically strength checks, and then also constitution checks, which, depending on how well the strength checks go, meaning...
Do we need the context because of the heat not affecting us?
It would be because it's a fatiguing job.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is manual labor.
It's just a strength check, you said?
Yeah, strength check.
Nope, not high.
Okay. So, I need constitution checks from both of you. We'll see how this goes, because both of you failed. So, yeah, cool. You manage today. Revia, you are fatigued at the end of the day. Like exhausted, not the actual condition exhausted, but exhausted from the work. And neither of you can do anything else during the day. Everybody else can get... I need 2 from everybody else. The profession sailor checks to see if they do something. And then we need a D6 from a Quentin.
proficiency.
Because 2 of you get just normal jobs that aren't awful.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything. So
I
I'm gonna
also
roll.
don't think.
Oh, if you don't do anything, then don't bother rolling.
Yeah, Raya's gonna take Happy's advice. Just like keep his head down and.
Yeah.
That's what
Do the job.
Natil's been doing this whole time.
It's not a bad idea in a lot of circumstances, but it sounds like our cook is going to check if they. Ooh, a 3.
Not
You're
sure.
going fishing today.
Oh, hell yeah!
Okay.
Are you the king of fish?
We'll find
I am
out.
the king of
Profession fishermen or survival.
Just the king of turtles.
You keep asking all these as if you don't know what my profession is.
Sometimes you could have
fishing,
you
no.
can have more than one profession.
Yeah, I have 2 professions technically.
Mm-hmm.
Just
See,
shit
I got
shit
the
a little-
okay to make one profession into my perform. So,
Mm-hmm.
bam. Hey,
You catch
I'm pretty open
you
to
catch
fishing.
enough fish for it. It's not like a super. It's kind of like with the turtles. You get enough. You don't get anything crazy, but you get enough decent sized fish. That's certainly.
It's less about the actual catching and more just him sitting there with a fishing line and rod, just having a great day.
Yeah.
I'm not in the middle.
All right. It is the night. Of course, Revia, you're tired, so I assume you want to
Yes.
sleep it off.
Does my friend in the faith have a lesser restoration prepared?
She did not. It's been a couple of days, and she doesn't normally have it prepared.
I ask if she can have it prepared for tomorrow.
She can have it prepared for tomorrow.
I go to bed.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything in the evening? You cool?
No, I'm gonna try to rest and keep my head down.
Okay. Natilis?
No, I said that earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's evening time, so I'm just checking.
Nah, I'm not doing anything.
Rio?
Rio is actually going to do something tonight.
Ooh.
Rio is going to kind of find a quiet spot on the deck, right? Away from people, potentially, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
If you need me to roll something for that, like find where I can.
Honestly, like, one of the upper decks, probably you can find some, space, eventually. So.
Okay. Rio will kind of, like, pull out that little holy symbol. Just, in Tian, start uttering some prayers to his god.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, maybe, long shot, make things a little better for him.
Okay.
Isn't
Quinton.
exactly the area of his god, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Vesmar hasn't helped out yet.
He's just gonna spend the night hanging out with Croup and maybe trying to get him to open up a bit and
Okay.
trying to. Cause there's a side of courtesans that people always seem to forget. They weren't just dancers and physical affection and attention. It's also like helping people's mind, and that's what he's gonna try and do for Croup. He's just gonna be somebody there that you can talk to and hopefully cheer him up a little bit.
Okay. All right. Make a diplomacy check. Let's see how well you do that then for him.
+0, don't fail me now. It didn't.
It didn't. You do a decent job of cheering the man up. Definitely.
Cool. He's had a really shit life so far, and he doesn't seem so bad as far as Quentin's been spending time with him, so.
Yeah. So, day 16. 2 of you are once again in the bilges.
Recast Endure elements on me so I don't get killed because of the heat.
Mm-hmm. And then I need strength checks. Both of you pass the strength checks. That's good.
Hey.
And then a constitution from each of you. Both of you pass the constitution. You get through the day as well. In fact, if you wanted to do some other activities, both of you do have the option. You're doing well enough to do it. It's a tough job, but you managed to find enough time. Either of you.
I don't really have anything I'd want to accomplish during the day.
Revia, anything you want to do? Day 16.
No, normally I talk to people at night, right?
Yeah, you've been talking to people at night.
Yeah, I'll hold off. I'll take like a nap till like nighttime.
Okay. You'll find like little times to take naps. Natalis, Ryu, either of you doing anything during the day here? Do you want to make your checks or just kind of skip over?
Nah.
Okay. Quentin. I need that D6 from you.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. It's turtle.
It's turtle time.
Turtle. I need some sort of like music thing. Turtle time. Turtle time. Well, bam. Oh,
okay.
You have failed the task.
You have failed.
Whipping time.
Croup manages to sly things over and find ways to stretch the meals, but he's like, I can only do that so much, kid. I don't screw up like, you didn't catch any turtles today. You messed up. And he's like, I can only cover for you like once or twice, kid. You might not have any other chances.
That's entirely fair. There just didn't seem to be anything in the water today. Are we in an area with fewer creatures? Or...
Can't say for sure. Still.
Hopefully next time.
Okay. It is now day 16. Oh, that was day 16. Day 16 evening. So, all of you are in a shape to do something in the evening. You cool? Doing anything?
No, I don't really have any plans right now.
Is your cool willing to fight?
If you come to him, you're cool. We'll fight. If you get someone to put him against.
Okay.
The dwarf.
Okay.
I knew it. I feel his presence. I walk.
Tam, Narwhal, Tate.
My dwarven friends.
Make a diplomacy with him. He's like, what do you want?
Oh, he is into it.
Why? What?
Bird
Why is
here
it
said-
20s?
How are only
What
two
do you
dwarves
want?
playing these as well?
Rev, you just pull the dice and rolls
Fight
and
this
the dwarf
dragon. Prove to the ship that the small folk are better than the big ones. I see it in your eyes. I see the fury of the dwarven fists.
All right. We'll see how this goes. Dun 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 dun
Did you
dun
know the
dun
diplomacy
dun.
check for the betting?
Yes, I need a diplomacy check for the betting then. As I
I'm doing another 4 on myself.
Okay. Yeah, you can set up a betting pool. Not as good as last time, but it's still a betting pool.
Put like put 2 gold on him.
I put 4 silver
Yeah.
on dragon.
Okay. I will need initiative from you, Dragon Boy.
Yes. And there we go. Bump.
Nice.
Fine. This is it. This is when you lose, so we
This-
can build
this
a
is the one.
reputation. We can build the comeback fights. That's what makes the real money.
Alright. He's gonna just charge at you and try to wail on you. Ah!
Flippin' doesn't it? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna wear my leather armor this time.
Okay.
Yo, cool. Will try to look like he's trying to be menacing. We'll like take off his shirt and
Yeah.
and leather armor. Just be like bare chested.
Okay. Then I still assume an 11 still misses you.
11 still misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so he kind of like pulls in. He maybe actually like kind of impacts into some of your scales, but only kind of brushes against them. So he knows that you kind of pulled back enough as he's like, ah! He's like swinging his fist wildly. He seems to have at least some unarmed combat skill.
We've done it, boys. The
I'm
dwarf
fine.
can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed.
He nimbly dodges out of the way and pulls in a punch at you. Oh boy!
20.
And
confirmed.
he
16 confirms.
swings into you. Let's just do a GM roll then. Slash roll.
This might be it. One hit knockout, dude.
7 to you. Then as he just like as you kind of nimbly dodge out of the way, he uppercuts you into the jaw, kind of like knocking you back a little bit.
I
just
cheer.
kind of step back a couple of paces and take off, and then just step forward like the same sort of like brawler stance.
Yeah.
But obviously like a little like knocked around.
Yeah.
I start chanting for Yakul's victory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to power attack fist.
Okay.
Oh no!
This is
All right.
the one, boys.
The dwarf does it.
He'll try to swing at
no.
you and miss. Mm-hmm.
All right,
How
swing it
much
back.
damage did that crit do?
7.
That's just a normal Yakul.
Oh my goodness.
The
Yep.
rolls are not in
No.
favor.
12?
12 misses.
Okay.
No one can hit each other.
Yeah.
It's 14 on. It's 14 right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine a
And
lot
we'll
of
just
these are
swing
like,
it back.
oh my god, you can't. Oh, you can't roll.
Ooh.
You're hit.
You
Mhm.
can.
He can. I was hoping to get one hit off. This kind of sucks. Getting knocked on a fucking.
4.
That puts me at 11. I have 2 more and I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
So you do it.
Good.
All right, let's hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, these rolls.
Throwing this fight.
You rolled so many.
He's missing then.
There we go. That's
Now you
that's
got a
all damage.
really good hit on him. You kind of clock into him. He'll kind of like shake it off and be like, "Ah!" and then kind of like roll in for his kind of try to clock you and miss.
Miss. All right.
I shot and I missed. I shot again and I shot and I missed.
Shot. I missed.
Uh,
I missed.
So like
Two
you know
times.
you've been like kind of like almost like doing like fist fighting back, like kind of smacking into you, slugging it out, and you know you both of you are kind of like beat up, and you finally like get this one hit in that just kind of clips him like in the side, you know, just like you
Right in
you
the
just like
kidney.
right in his like you know like yeah probably just right in his side, like kind of like down and on him.
Kidney.
And he's just like he almost dodged out of the way, but it's just enough to knock into him as he kind of falls back, kind of like thwumping to the ground.
Yakul just hustled this crowd. He gave him a chance.
Yeah,
I imagine this has been the most intense fight since Owlbear.
yeah.
This is getting some people cheering.
And
I
Yeah.
healed the dwarf.
How much money do I get back from this? 'Cause I put a
I healed the
weird
dwarf
amount.
5. Is he even up?
Yes, he would be up. Not by a lot, but he'd be up. Because he would have been at -4. Well,
Good fight,
technically.
dwarf. You pack a mighty punch, I see, against my
Oh.
dragon friends.
yes, your friend there was a good fighter. A good fighter indeed. I thought you were awful monstrosities that needed to be murdered. Turns out, you're not so bad.
Thanks, Dad.
You've turned the hostile dwarf to friendly.
Yakul is making friends by beating them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Only way I
30
should be able to do it.
already reduced him by 2 to indifferent. You like,
This is some real big stick diplomacy right here.
yeah. I
Big fist
I
diplomacy.
gotta be honest, I did not see you winning over Narwhal, but apparently you did.
You guys are the carrots. I'm the stick.
There's
Close.
listen, unconventional ways of convincing people to join you. I saw that picture of the dwarf. I knew he was a fighter with fists. I see it in his eyes.
What's the payout of this bet?
You can have a gold
Yeah.
total. So replace your 4 silver with a gold. I will say for the rest of you, for the pot,
I would hope they would get more than me. I only put
not
four silver.
not +3, 6 gold total. Not the +3.
6 gold total.
Yeah.
So I give Yakul.
So I get my 4
Or-
back.
Well, you get +4.
An additional 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got 2.
Yeah.
I have 40 gold. I don't really know what to do with it, but I
You
got
buy
it.
stuff at a quarter.
The quartermaster
you
store
wanna
sells
give
stuff. Yeah.
Do you want to
How's
give
it-
your
how's it-
lovely friend that's been getting you all these fights some money?
Mm-hmm.
I will absolutely
You can-
actually.
I don't need money. It's a joke.
Pay to get your Thetans checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a listen. Yeah, cool. I'm like your agent now, so I take like 60% of the profits.
All right. Quentin.
Okay.
Quentin. Were you doing anything?
He's gonna talk to somebody.
Okay. Who do you want to talk to?
Y'all cool?
Okay.
He's gonna, cause he just sat there watching the fight, and after the fight, when he can, he's gonna get y'all cool alone.
Y'all cool.
Oh my!
probably
Oh
be
my!
And he's like putting his clothes back on, like his undershirt, which is like tattered and all messed up because he hasn't replaced it since he got here, and really any clothes that sits against the dragonborn scales just gets cut to shit as I move around in it, and then on top of it the leather armor.
So those muscles aren't just for show
then. He looks up and says, no.
No, they're for fighting.
Quite the performance you've been putting on lately. Getting into all these fights?
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
Not a man of many words, are you?
He just like looks like frozen, like he does not know how to talk in this situation, and he'll just respond, no.
I love
I
that.
He's
He's so good. He's #1 character. I can't.
It's okay, I'm sure we can find a couple of ways to loosen you up. But that's not why I'm here. Is this all you're really looking for? Just listening to the instructions of some random priest pulled on board with us? Getting into every fight they ask you to?
Oh shit!
No.
You're losing your moneymaker.
Different. I have a different plan. I want friends.
Do you usually try to make friends by punching people in the face? Because I can think of many more entertaining ways one can go about that.
Well, I'm always open to ideas.
Well, if I could present one, maybe slow things down a little. I know you've been hanging out with the others, well, 4, I suppose, a fair bit. But they're, well, one of them isn't very good at tests on the ship, unfortunately. And that priest friend, at the rate they're going to get themselves killed. People are taking notice. And I've heard whispers of my own actions. People thinking that I'm a little too open to current circumstances. But there's a difference between caution and whatever it is they're accusing me of. I have my own plans. They're just a little more sedate, slower paced, avoiding the potential lash. And if I could present an idea, maybe you could help out with that, as more of an equal than just somebody following instructions. I may not.
You think you may have misunderstood our my relationship with Revia. I don't do it because she tells me to. I do it because she's good with people. I'm not. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I'm gonna be captain one day. I don't care who gets in my way or what gets in my way. I'm going to be captain, and I'm gonna need friends to do that. Not on this ship, maybe, but on a ship. If you got a plan to, get that, to make that go forward, or at least get me a little closer to the top, we can work together.
With conviction and muscles like that, I don't doubt that you will reach it someday. And if that is truly your stance with Revia, then maybe I have misjudged it. I do have my own plans. Not so much for this ship, but plans to leave at some point. But they are slower paced. Just something to keep in mind.
What I have a character. What race is your character?
Human.
Is it human? Alright.
Straight human.
I see. Gotcha. I'll say, our kinds don't get a lot of time. Waiting is an Elf's game. But I'm not against caution when warranted. You let me know what your plan is and what you need help with. I think we can work together.
Wonderful. And maybe if it goes well, we can find some extra activities for each other. And he's gonna wink and brush his arm against your chest. I know all kinds of might not always get along, but who's to say they can't this time?
That's nice. Thanks. I'm gonna walk away very hard.
He's gonna give you a smirk, a twirl, and he's gonna walk off.
That's right. He isn't my bitch that I command. I literally ask him if he wants to do it. You know, he's speaking facts.
Okay.
But he's always yeah. That's he knows that a lot of people he knows like a lot of people in this on the ship would try to use him because he knows that he's good at his one thing, but he's got plans.
And
he's not very good at the people part.
Yeah,
I've
that's
literally
what Spencer was going for, just like presenting straight up that from his perspective, it looks like you're being used. He's presenting an alternative where you wouldn't be used.
Yeah.
You'd be equals.
And I am for all kinds of plans because who knows if this plan is going to be successful.
Anyway, I forgot to show you guys these ones. Enjoy that.
Oh,
gross.
And
Like
that.
Yeah.
Like that is a mouth.
I love this. What is
Bro,
this thing?
it's
This is
like
the thing. This is the thing we thought.
Hold up.
In the coral.
Hold up. Why the fuck does a fish have lips?
It is an
I
abomination. It is
I
an.
got you with the lips on this fish.
It's abomination.
It does have.
No, that fish is fish. That fish can get its kiss elsewhere. It ain't coming from me.
The abomination is such an appropriate term in this situation.
It
I
is.
know it's a creature type, but it is appropriate for that thing.
I would be fine with this picture if it weren't for the lips.
I'm a fan of it personally.
Fish got lips in real life, don't they?
Not
They got, like-
really. Like,
But that's like it's like gums are exposed.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, it's got a very predator mouth with the.
Well, it is a predator.
Yes.
Literally, it almost murdered us.
So,
Yeah.
I will tell you that day 17, a shift will happen on the entire shift. A shift in the way things kind of work. But why don't we take our second break here? Because I guess we're going towards like midnight. Then I think we were talking about doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd like to say, is there a point doing a break now? Because we're about 15 minutes from end.
Oh, I'm saying an hour and a half more, 4 hours. We were going for, weren't we?
Yeah, I thought we were doing 4 hours.
What?
We talked about doing
We had a
this?
conversation about this at one point.
I thought you were with it.
I don't know who all was there.
I thought you were there.
People were there. Umber may have had dead internet when we had it.
We were talking about doing like a 4 hours sessions. Is that okay?
I can probably go for. Yeah. All right. That's fine.
Okay.
If everyone else.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
After this commercial break.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
I'm not jealous. I didn't know this was happening.
Welcome back. And there's a little bit of jealousy. Or there's not jealousy.
There
we
is
don't.
no
jealousy.
No jealousy. Totally no
Perfect
jealousy.
I'm
amount of
proud.
jealousy.
Of Yakuza
So-
knowing his position.
There seems to be, after everything that's been going on, there seems to be kind of like almost like an attitude shift in the entire crew. You do get the sense that those people that you've been talking to and making friends with you, they're being kind of singled out a little bit more. It seems as though like Scourge and Plugg don't really take kindly to you necessarily the way you've been doing things, you know. They don't enjoy the fact that you should, it's a lot more of the just keep your head down, put up with things, and then maybe, you know, but you haven't been. So
I have.
well, at least one of you have. But he associates all of you together because he's a dick.
He is.
Yeah, both of them
Rio
are
and
awful people.
and Nat have literally kind of just vibed in my corner.
So I will let you
Done
know.
nothing.
The people that you have been working on will remain the attitude that they have. Everyone else will be harder to influence from now on. And there are a core group of 5, which you have dealt with before. Well, 4 of them you dealt with, 1 of you hadn't dealt with, who, I will tell you, you get a sense that you could not influence them even if you tried. And that's Aretta, Flips, Jaundice, Mahim, and Slippery.
I feel like they wouldn't want to befriend the person who was messing about in their brain.
You had an opportunity up until now to maybe, but you would have needed like that 30 to influence them pretty much.
I didn't want to. They were losers.
Yeah. Everybody else is just a little bit more unhappy with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you couldn't still influence people. But another thing has changed. You are now assigned tasks directly from Mr. Plugg. There's no random task, except for you. You're completely normal. The rest of you are given specific duties, which are tough duties. So those of you that are swabs, you're scrubbing the decks. Meaning it's strength or constitution checks every day. Oh. And Mr. Rigger, you're on mainsail duty. Meaning not only do you have to make a profession sailor check, this one is really tough and can exhaust you. Kind of like bilges. It is the toughest rigger task.
So all of us have to make strength and con checks?
Well, at least one of you has to make a profession sailor and then a con check, and then everybody else has to make a strength or a con check.
Okay, so it's or.
Yes.
I can't do profession sailor. I'm lucky.
So you're cool. You're gonna be a tool, Revia. Yeah.
It's or not both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, good at one of these.
You have to roll your strength.
No, it's one or the other. Strength or con for the strength.
Oh, strength or con.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine are both a +1, so it literally doesn't matter which one I roll.
I prefer to roll con.
I prefer to roll con too, but...
You rolled a 6. If we take the con, you still rolled a 6. You double 6.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in this case.
So yeah, and also something else. Up until now, you've been relatively let alone, but Mr. Plugg keeps popping into your business, complaining about your work, making sure you're on things, kind of like whipping, like slashing the whip out if it looks like you're slowing behind and stuff like that. He seems ready to, like, if you make a mistake, he points it out to everyone, kind of thing. He is certainly getting all up in your businesses now.
Keep my tongue sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Besmar, goddess of trickery, must you know?
But yeah, Cool and Revia, the two of you will be fatigued. Natalie's, Rio, are you doing anything else today? It obviously seems like there has been like this shift in focusing on you a lot more.
Nah, I'll keep my head down.
Okay.
For now.
Quentin.
Roll it.
Roll the d6.
Fishing.
It's fishing.
I really wish I could put points into survival.
I know how you feel.
You got it, though. You got some fish. It's night now. Two of you are fatigued. I'm guessing you're going to rest.
Does Sandra have a...
Sandra does have a lesser restoration prepared. She has one prepared. If you want to ask her for it, you can get it.
I get her to give it to Yakul.
No,
Okay.
I say, I need to rest anyways. You take him.
I take it then.
Okay. You cool rest. Ravia, you have the option of doing something then, as she's been helping you recover. So is anybody doing anything on the night of day 17? Do you get the sense that, like, it's not that, like, things like Yakul or Quinton's bonuses with the crew have gone away. It's that it's become more difficult even with those kind of thing, you know.
I wanna do gambling with Conquer Play. Or like with a group of people, right? This is a group activity, so it's not as bad as a solo me endeavor.
Alright, so you're gambling. You can join some gambling. I needed a profession gambler, or you can roll just like a text.
We've been doing bluff.
I guess you can do a bluff, you know?
Yeah, it's part of gambling.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Your god has a trickery domain. You can bluff.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna find something here. Pop it out. Here.
I theoretically could join in this. I might.
I could. I guess I will do this in opposition to you, rather than normal, because it's a gambling thing. Rather than sense modem, I'm gonna have him roll professional gambler against you.
That's fair.
Still, you'll manage to get some winnings today.
Not his hat.
Not his hat though. No. Certainly
I'm gonna see if I can figure out what he will gamble his hat for.
Give me a diplomacy check then to see if you can pick that up. This will be like a not a very high DC because you're not trying to influence him. This is more just like trying to find some information. You get 24 though. He values his hat very highly because it is his, his style and like the way he does things. So in order to win over his hat, you would probably need to offer something that he feels would enhance his style. If you would win it.
Okay.
May I note, his hat is also not sized for your head.
I just want it, actually. At this point, I don't even care about wearing it. I just want it.
You're gonna throw it off the boat as soon as you get
No.
it.
I'm gonna keep it on my side as a memento.
It's a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trophy. I've conquered Conquerbar.
The ocean's hat now.
It's the ocean's hat now.
I tell him to wait for it. I'm gonna bring something. And I'm gonna beat him in gambling to take his hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the goal of this campaign now.
Okay.
I need it so I can have someone make a replica of it for my size.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, Quentin, are you doing anything?
So there is still some degree of bonus from people knowing me for the dancing, right?
Yes. You've done well enough over the next couple of days. You probably have earned a reputation.
Okay. I'm gonna chat up one of the crew for once.
Okay.
I want to chat up Tilly Brackett.
Okay. Go ahead. You could make a diplomacy check. You will have a bonus, as I've said before. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. It seems as though, like, you do make some progress with her, but you get the sense that, like, she seems hesitant because she's like, you guys are kind of bad news, but I guess you're just doing your own thing and trying to be friendly. I can't bust you for that. I wanted to keep away from you, but look,
Hey, if you don't want anybody to know, mum's the blood. I won't say a thing.
Look, you're all right. I'm not gonna shove you away if you want to chat another evening or something.
I appreciate it.
So you've changed her from unfriendly to indifferent again. She's returned to indifferent.
Perfect.
In game terms, effectively, everybody that you hadn't already worked on went down a level of in diplomacy. Basically, became more hostile. And that's what had happened this day. But you got her back to where she had been. Something different to you.
And hey, she wants to talk more another night. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is you have the opportunity to continue to work on her, and she'll be easier to influence then. But it is now. Anybody else doing anything? Ryu and Tallies?
Nah.
No.
Okay. Now it's day 18. The terrible jobs continue and the presence of Mr. Plugg continues.
Suck on that,
Strong.
Mr. Plugg.
Someone needs to make a sailor check as well, right?
Yes,
That's me.
Dragonborn has to make a sailor check followed by Constitution.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
bad.
So
That's
three of
fail.
you are going to be fatigued, and certainly,
A little exhausted.
Will you recover your fatigue in the morning?
Let me check that. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Wait,
fatigue, not exhausted.
Okay, so I would just That wouldn't have significantly affected anything. I would have got a +1 on the sailor, profession sailor, which I didn't.
Well, no,
fail.
because the fatigue from the night before goes away when you sleep.
Yeah,
makes sense.
You sleep it
If
off.
you get fatigued twice in a row, you become exhausted, which is real bad.
And then you're on the risk of passing out.
Oh, yeah, that's classic. I love that.
Yeah. My favorite, actually.
Hey.
Cooking. Give me a second to check something to see if he's drunk. But until then, though there is something that's happening because Yakul and Revia, both of you were doing bad the next day. You were each going to get a lash from Mr. Plugg during the day at some point in time. So 3 non-lethal damage to you, Yakul. 2 to you, Revia. He is not taking kindly to your slacking off. Seems as though...
I imagine he might even be fucking me over.
Yeah, he probably is. It's because he's getting into your face and in business and stuff. Anyway, slash GM roll. Whoa, slash roll. We were saying low, he wasn't drunk, right?
I think so.
I believe that's correct.
Hey, he's not drunk! If not, I changed it for this episode because I just said that, you know. So you don't have to make a check. He cooks for the day. And you just assist him.
Sounds good.
At some point, I heal Yakul and myself.
Yeah. Okay.
So, no scars today.
But yeah, Yakul, Revia, Rio, you 3 will be tired. Natalis, you're fine. You've been putting this for whatever reason. You're
very good at physical labor.
Yeah, you're doing really good at apparently.
I don't know what's going on. I must have read it in the book sometime.
Yeah.
They're really buff nerd.
I hit my sister for some of that sweet drug, aka lesser restorations.
Yeah, you can get one for you. You know. She could probably have a second one prepared because it seems as though she can see you being worked. So if you or Rio or Yakul wants the other one, you can take it.
The other less restoration.
Yes.
I don't have any plans right now to talk to anybody because that's just not like my thing. So I probably just rest.
I
guess I'll take it then.
Okay.
And I definitely don't want to get
if it's offered.
She'll ask if you think that there's anybody worth talking to that she can work on.
I want to point her towards Tilly.
Okay.
Hey. What? This is the only other person my character's interacted with on this ship. Right? And from my perspective, I think Tilly's someone that can be convinced to be more friendly to us because she already seemed at the beginning as more of like a...
She says there's a couple other folks that I think would be all right if you want to make friendly with them. I could talk to some of those if one of your friends, because one of your friends was Quinton was already talking to Tilly.
I must have missed it. I was gambling with Concubar. I want to take his hat one day. Besides the point. Yes. Who do you see? Who do you plan to talk to? I'll talk to a different person.
I could talk to Barefoot or Giffer. Those two.
Barefoot or Giffer?
I mean, it seems like Ratline or Badger are the only others that may be talking, but it seems as though they've, you know, I don't know if they'd be necessarily into
Gift
chatting.
seems like a quiet type.
Shavika, you could also talk to. Who you
No, I think I got her mad after she lost to my dragon friend. She walked off in silence and, you know, brooding.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Barefoot. I'll talk to Giffer.
Okay.
Actually, no. Opposite. I'm 50-50 for... No. I'll talk to Giffer. I'm like 66% chance of getting the small folk. You know, I got Rosie.
Okay.
And I got the dwarf. But Concubar,
So she'll talk to Barefoot, and you can talk to Giffer.
I'm expanding my short stack.
I will let you know she made no progress with Barefoot today. I checked her.
Yeah, alright. And I'm diplomacying.
Giffer is currently that.
That might bump to indifferent.
Nope, it doesn't.
20?
Because she's currently unfriendly.
Yeah. I thought it was hostile. That was a 20. But yeah.
Yeah. unfortunately, you don't make any progress with her. It's just basically what happens. She seems not completely like it's like she's not any worse off from you, but she just doesn't seem to like really necessarily like really like you. Yeah. So you get the sense that just like she just whatever conversation you try to like bring up some conversations about some things, and none of it she seemed very interested in, kind of thing, so it didn't help. Rio, do you want to do anything?
Who isn't being talked to? Because I kind of spaced out for a portion of that.
Ratline, Badger. Quentin might work on Tilly some more. Or did you work on Tilly this evening already? You did that during the day, right?
I haven't had my chance yet.
Yeah, so you're evening.
Do I do it for the memes?
You should do Badger.
Do I do Badger for the memes?
Sure.
Alright, I'll go try to talk to Badger.
An older half-elf woman with shaves her hair into stripes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't quite wear a badger.
She gives like the badger stripes hair.
Is this something I could technically guidance myself?
How long does guidance last?
I think it's a
minute.
No,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Okay, it's a minute until discharge.
So probably not.
Probably not. It's probably gonna take a little.
I still have my daily +2.
Yeah.
Where's
+2? I thought it was +1.
It's +2. I was reading it wrong.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Yeah, it's for the sake of chat.
Yes. +2. Yep.
Where's diplomacy on this sheet? There it is.
Toward the top.
It's alphabetical. I should have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Button. That's a 26.
26. That in fact will influence Badger. Badger just didn't want anything to do with you, but you managed to get her into a conversation. What do you want to get her a conversation about?
I tell her about this crazy dude back in my homeland who wears a badger on his head.
She finds that hilarious. She enjoys the story. She's no longer hostile to you. She's unfriendly.
Bias.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sensing bias.
Uh-huh. You've managed to work into her old heart just a little bit. This older half-elf lady, she her heart hasn't grown 10 sizes this day, or whatever what it was from
grown
the
like
bridge.
a half a size.
Yeah, half a size. Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk
to talk up Tilly?
Want to talk up Tilly some more?
She's noted as a tough joker.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking she likes some jokes.
Yeah.
Since I've already got her off of whatever step she was on, which I can't remember, she went up to indifferent from something.
From unfriendly.
Unfriendly. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. Could I substitute in perform? Because I have the reputation, and I'd like to, instead of trying to make a diplomacy check, try and utilize some of my courtesan skills and or tell some jokes, since she apparently likes jokes.
I think you could try perform. It might be a higher DC because you don't have the specific performance for jokes, do you?
Not so much. If there was a courtesan one, I would have taken it, but there wasn't, so I just put dancer.
Yeah, dance tends
with the assumption that it's courtesan.
Yeah, courtesan's kind of broad, yeah. So like, I think there is a perform comedy. So I mean, like,
like I said, it's not so much specifically with the purpose of telling jokes. It's just more, rather than being diplomatic, he's just trying to use his courtesan skills, being friendly and being there as someone to talk to.
Did you take profession courtesan?
There isn't one where I would have taken.
Oh, there isn't one. Huh.
If there is one, I missed it.
Well,
That's why I
feel
took
like
dancer instead.
I think the issue is courtesan is like a mix of the different skills that exist. Right? So courtesan would be like diplomacy, bluff, right? Sense motives, knowledge, nobility, knowledge local, right? It'd be a bunch of that stuff.
Sure. You could roll perform, dance.
Okay. Even with the penalty, I'm pretty sure I have a better odd with it over my +0 diplomacy. Not this time, though.
I feel like
I mean, like, you kind of, like, try to, like, bring her on a show. She's not impressed by it. She doesn't seem... I'm going to say, like, though you rolled enough to know that probably, like, you know, it would be more difficult to dance for her next time. You know, you did pretty bad there. Unfortunately. Even with the bonus. Because I treated it as one category higher for doing it. So you... Okay. You only failed by 5, so I guess you're technically okay. You didn't make anything any worse, you know? You could probably try again.
One category higher would be, what, friendly, right?
No, one category higher for difficulty, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Than what you had her at. It's
so
more difficult.
An 18?
The DC would have been a 20. You had a 15.
Okay.
So you failed, but not spectacularly, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, no, I've been giving you a +2 bonus, so you haven't failed spectacularly. The Tealies, you want to do anything today? We're just gonna continue with Yakul and just kind of hang out.
I'm just not gonna get involved with anybody.
Okay. Now. I'm gonna roll a dice, a D3 here. / roll 23. Ravia. Scourge comes up to you personally, is like, you're in the villages today.
I nod.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
I don't respond to him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to him, you know?
So
I have Endure Elements prepared every day at this point, so...
Mm-hmm.
I don't suffer at least that penalty.
Okay. As you are going downstairs, though, Mr. Plugg will run into you and be like... and check you and be like, do you have any weapons on you?
No, yeah, I have a dagger on me normally.
He's going to take the dagger and be like, you won't be needing this down there. You'll be fine.
Can I put it in my cabin? Or my cubby?
He'll be fine with that. You're on your way to that.
So you can't take my fucking dagger. That's my goal, bitch. Does he follow me?
He ensures you head down into the bilges as 2 other pirates are assigned to it with you.
Who?
It will be Flips and Jaundice.
This is fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong here.
Do I know this before going past my companions?
Notice what?
Who's going down with me?
No. It's sort of like they're as like Mr. Plugg is searching you and making sure you don't have any hidden items on you. Like trying to like check if you have any weapons and stuff. You see the 2 of them kind of showing up and like sauntering down into the bilges.
Yeah, so I obviously know what's happening. I'm not a dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he... How long does he stay down there while I'm walking over to my thing?
He waits till you go down there and then he leaves.
Okay, yeah, that sucks because I would love to put on armor because I know what's happening. What are my skills? Can I try to keep the dagger? Oh no, it's not worth it. He's gonna.
You need a sleight of hand, and I could make a perception for him versus your sleight of hand if you have sleight of hand to hide a dagger, if you wanted to try to do that.
And
no.
They could tell him after.
Yeah. Well, one of them's mute. So if I kill one of them, who knows? No,
well,
I go down there.
Murder's a keel hole.
Murder's a keel hauling, yes. And, they will they will always assume you murdered.
Yeah.
It's not
I always
good.
have to go down there. I don't really have much of a choice here.
Yeah. I'll allow it because you are on guard. Make a perception check as you're kind of going down there, getting ready for your job.
Oh, I assume they're going to. I don't.
You
assume
can
this isn't a
easily
job.
notice each one of them has a hidden dagger on them.
Oh. Is Plugg still with us?
No, all three are down there now. They were down there looking like they're getting ready to start their shift doing it.
Yeah, I walk back.
Mm-hmm. Hey!
Grab my sword, my rapier, and I plop on down there.
They'll
He
go
left?
get Mr. Plugg. One of them will go upstairs and get Mr. Plugg.
And I put my sword away.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk back down there, and I'm already in the villages working.
Okay.
By the time Plugg comes back.
Then, Mr. Plugg will kind of, like, take that pirate aside. It'll be, Flips. Seemingly speak to him for a little bit and send him downstairs. And then, they'll get
in
to
the
work
meantime,
with it.
I've cast, no, wait, how long does it last? A minute? Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear him start coming back,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be ready to cast a spell.
Okay. What are you casting?
If they're gonna, if I think they're gonna come and attack me, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. So you'll begin to work, and a few minutes in, one of the pirates goes, flips, because, Jaundice is kind of quiet. He goes, like, he goes, "Hey, quit slacking here! We're doing all the work, and you're just sitting there doing nothing!"
Now, do you think I'm stupid? I see the 2 daggers on you, you dumb fucks. You should hide them better.
They're gonna, like, kind of, like, you like, look away as, like, both of them will draw the daggers, and it's like, looks like we have to make this quick. Make it look like an accident.
I've casted Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. You can do that while they're drying their weapons. So, it will be initiative. There are 2 pirates in here.
Yeah.
Let me pop out pirate.
This is not a great situation.
I will have a chance
not
of
me.
something assisting because you have done well.
I stalled as long as humanly possible to, like, get someone
I
else
will.
is off.
We'll see. I'm going to roll a number of rounds here for something because something you did will really help you here in this case, especially because it was you. So,
It's a lot of rounds, but I can live 3 rounds.
Maybe.
3
No, I-
rounds.
Likely
And-
they only have 1 attack each, so if you could just
Dodge
most of
Yeah,
them.
cool.
I can take total defense, right?
As you're ready to get to work, Kipper is actually going to come up to you and be like, "Look, nothing against you, and you all seem nice, and I know Mr. Plugg and Mr. Scourge have been really against you. I assume that they're just coming down hard on you, trying to make you better pirates, but still, they might take things too far, not on purpose. The 2, look, they let 2 to rough off your friend down in the bilges. I worry that they might go overboard. They're a zealous lot. Perhaps you should go and make sure you
walk past him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go down to the room. I know it's gonna take me a little bit of time before I get down there. But I'm gonna go down. I'm grabbing my Earthbreaker from my
From my
that will
head.
you can get down there in 3 rounds. If you add your Earthbreaker, I will add a round. It's up to you.
I'll wait. I'll just go directly down.
Well, you don't know how it is. So
Yeah, you don't know what's going on to it.
My character would probably, if he knew it was going to take him even a little bit extra time, I'm just going to go down.
Okay. I'm going to pop
I'm
out
fine.
this initiative.
Total defense is a +4 to AC, right?
It is a +4 dodge bonus if you want to do that.
This is easy. I win this every day.
Alright, I'm going to zap this pirate and make a copy of it down to the bilges.
Is it an action or free action to total defense?
Full action.
It is a full round action to total defense.
Good to know. Good to know.
Here's 2 pirates. I need you down in the bilges.
Yeah.
You're going to be towards the front of it. Basically, they're going to be blocking the exit.
Would have been reasonable for me to be closer to the ladder as I prepared for this to happen.
You said you were working, so the one...
I don't know where the working would have been.
Probably towards the front here. So you will probably be with Jaundice. Actually, I can probably pull out Jaundice's sheet. That's right, I do have both of their sheets. So Jaundice is here.
Also, I would note, although it's up to you whether y'all cool thinks of it, you do pass the kitchen on your way down.
Y'all will definitely not think of that.
Alright.
Hi, yes. Initiative is high.
Yeah. So let me...
He has a dagger. So I can't even punch him if I wanted to because he gets an attack of opportunity.
And Flip's right now is right there. And let me pop out Flip's character sheet too to move this quickly, as they are not looking pleasantly towards you. Ooh, close, but you are first. As they draw their weapons and draw near.
Yeah, so with my action, I touch myself and give myself War Minds.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Does this take effect this round or next?
At the start of each of your turns, each round. So I would assume you would have 10 rounds. I actually don't know how it would work, but because it says it's 1 minute and it technically would include the one you're on, I would say you could have a bonus this round for part of using it.
Give myself 1 AC.
Okay. So.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Because that's my action, I think. So.
Flips is gonna try to knife.
Oh, is that your? There is another one that isn't total defense. There's another defensive
fighting defensively. Yeah.
That I think is a move action.
No, it's part of your attack. You choose to take a -4 to get a smaller bonus plus to your AC.
Okay, never mind.
But the thing is, Revia can't fight without declaring attack of opportunity because they're armed. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anyway, knife. Does 17 hit?
Yeah, that just hits.
So
I can't believe. Oof.
Jesus.
Oof.
Is the dice broken? No. Well, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Because that's 10 damage. I mean.
3 rounds.
Okay.
Well, like, I'm sorry, they rolled 17s and
the exact
okay.
same.
So I will need you to give me a Constitution check. You are at negatives. This is your next turn. They are going to be arranging a accident for you.
Oh god, their heads are gonna get fucking crushed.
It takes a little bit. So you're gonna bleed down, go down to -1.
-2 actually.
So you were at -1?
Yeah, that took me from 9 HP to.
So you're gonna go to -2 then.
Yes.
So you're slowly bleeding.
And I died negative.
So make another con check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No bleed? Oh, nope, I bleed again.
Oh,
Okay. Hey.
Aren't these at penalties too? To what my negative is?
The DC is 10, and then you get a penalty of your negative.
Yeah.
So you've been rolling below that certainly.
I'm rolling below the 10. So.
Yeah. Well. Hey. I need a Dragonborn. Let me move you down because you are showing up. As it looks as though you will arrive to see climb down this ladder at the end of the third round to see, literally at the end of the third round, to see them trying to arrange a box to fall on Revia's head as Revia's lying.
The person has stab wounds.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing down here?
Looks like I'm catching a couple double-dealing bastards.
And
then my smoke starts roiling out of my mouth.
Yeah. I will give, because you do keep attention, you can give me a perception to see if you'd noticed this. Quentin.
Oh, Quentin.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need
So you noticed Yakul going downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Which is
I was gonna
unusual,
ask what
because
I was gonna notice.
you know that they've been assigned a terrible task, and Yakul's a rigger, so she'd be up in the rigging, especially the bad tasks they've been having, you know.
Okay. You wanted a perception roll?
Yeah, perception, just to notice it. Yeah. Yakul. Why was Yakul going downstairs? He shouldn't be. That's unusual.
Mr. Crew, do you mind if I check on something real quick?
Sure. Let me do it. I'm just going to roll to see how drunk he is, to see how much he cares.
Does it make a difference? I think he says sure anyway, right? At this point.
It depends how drunkenly he says sure, though.
He's not drunk, but he's doing it. He's caught up in cooking. He's like, sure, why not?
Okay.
He doesn't really need you today, because he's not drunk yet.
Does an 18 show me anything unusual in how Yakul was walking?
Give me a sense motive with that. You get the sense motive.
Murderous rage.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I keep rolling things that I have no or very little bonus for.
Yakul seems to be concerned highly, and you can sense that something is wrong.
Alright. I can't keep getting away with it.
So, why don't you roll initiative 2? You are behind Yakul. But Yakul...
I need to stop in and grab stuff beforehand if I'm going to be of literally any
Then you can be here next turn. You can roll initiative. Yakul, you... At the end of round 3, you showed up, so you have move action, move down the ladder. You still have a standard action, I will say.
Still have a standard action?
You still have a standard action.
Well, I'm gonna be fucking fighting this dude with my with power attack.
Okay.
Jesus.
Wow.
I think he's fucking dead.
Damage.
Yeah, his jugular.
I rip his throat out if that's a killing blow. My character's going for blood right now. They stabbed him.
I think even if you try to avoid it, you can't. I think that overkills.
That depends.
He has -2 technically, so you would have the option of saving him. He is unconscious.
That's what I mean. Even with negatives, if you do enough damage in Pathfinder 1,
Yeah, but
it is the amount of damage you have to do for instant death is a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In 5e it's just double, in Pathfinder it's more.
Who that fits? I look over at Jaundice and I say, I hope whatever he's paying is worth it.
He looks at you and brandishing the dagger. Revia, please give me a fortitude. Or constitution save. Right? Constitution check, I mean. You DC's 13 right now, basically constitution.
Yeah, let's go.
I believe you are stabilized then, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still negative, I think.
You're still at -3, you're just not bleeding out anymore.
Yeah, I'm not dying, which is good.
Flips is unconscious. Let me make a check for him. Oh. Fuck. Well, I guess Flips doesn't die.
That's good.
That's good. What do you mean, oh fuck? That's good.
I thought he would, actually, because he was -6, DC 16. He's just unconscious. Well, I rolled on Jaundice, but they have the exact same stats. So.
How many does he need to fail before he dies and we're fucked?
Nothing. You just keep rolling until either you fail or you stabilize.
Yeah,
like when you're at low negatives, it's very easy to
high roll. But because he succeeded his con check, means he doesn't have to roll anymore and he won't die unless someone stabs him.
Thank fuck.
Let's get down there and cast bleed on him.
Hooray!
They will live if Revia lives.
Yeah.
You have no idea I'm stable. Right now you just see me.
Oh no, yeah. Right now I'm taking care of the threat. Then I'm going to try to stabilize you.
You see me. I mean, I'm stabilized now, but like you see me bleeding out in a pile of stinky water. That's probably piling up right now because no one's like cleaning the bilges. They weren't very smart about this, but they got really high rolls and max damage.
Yeah, they did. They got max damage on both of them.
To hit and the exact same damage.
Yep. That was crazy.
Yeah,
and I clicked on different character sheets, you know? It's different character sheets, and I clicked both of them, and they just, like...
It was just unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled 14s.
Well, you did make the one officer kind of like you, which gave you a bonus, so it was wonderful. The set of, like, circumstances that you set up was basically your own saving grace.
Wait, what?
Because he talked to the one officer who
No, it's Quentin.
No, I talked to the officer.
Oh, yeah. Well, because you talked to the officer, Quentin. When the officer saw something bad, went to, like, one of your allies. Kind of like, you know. Yeah.
It's a good thing they sent you a cooldown.
Well, it
Not
makes sense.
like-
Shackled was the only one who has really
Not
been
like-
an ally to Quentin.
Yeah, not like
You guys have talked
Ryo.
about
Yeah. Yeah, actually, Yakul is definitely the only one that's worked with Quentin, and Yakul's probably a tough man, so he would thought, like, you know...
Exactly.
You know, if
I
something's...
mean, that wouldn't have helped you, so it's good that you didn't talk to them.
Mhm.
You just die.
Well, I gave you your books.
Well, what do you want me to do? Go and shoot them?
Yes.
Yeah. Get him up.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
You're supposed to be good at it.
was smart, I
Jaundice
probably would've-
is gonna take a step up, and gonna go like this towards you.
Nice.
Okay.
I have my leather armor on, so I have 16 AC right now.
Yeah, cool.
I'm biting it for 14 damage.
Alright, he'll take a hit, but still be up.
9 points damage.
Oh,
Can you non-lethally bite someone?
No.
nope.
And I don't intend to.
Quentin, you can roll initiative and see where you are in the initiative.
Hot damn.
Oh.
Just put a token, like, right here or something.
Yeah, I thought I had it selected.
And then
but-
you can.
We'll just change it to 20.
I know, I can edit it.
Yeah, you're
I just thought
you're
I had it selected in it.
yeah, you're technically like right here above the thing. So it's 16. We'll change it to the 20.
I got it.
Descending for the new category. Revi is stable. Quentin, are you going to do anything? You can see that it seems as though Yakul's fighting somebody down there and trying to tear them apart.
Yeah, I'm heading down.
Okay.
I do want Yelkul on my side after all, so.
Yeah.
Can I vault over the bit of stairs? Is there anything at the stairs?
The villages is here.
The villages, right? You were on top of the villages, I
My
said.
token was covering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make an acrobatics to get in there because Yakul is still standing on the staircase.
I can use something I'm actually good at.
Yes. It will avoid that
Roll
attack
that
of
one.
opportunity from Jaundice, too. We'll say. You do. You can be anywhere next to Yakul. You could be even, like, here or something if you wanted to. That would be, like, 5
Yeah,
feet
I'll
of
go
movement, technically, so you could keep moving.
So he's gonna drop down in, like, Catland,
Mhm.
and then look at the situation really quick and try and do an acrobatics move to. Yeah, he hasn't used his AOP because I avoided it, so he still has one.
Yes, but your acrobatics would give you 15 feet of movement around him, and you've only used 5.
Oh, I can move without.
The AOPs for
Oh, okay.
15 feet of movement, basically. You
Then
rolled
5, 10.
4. Okay.
This poor dude.
Looks like you're not being very friendly there. Maybe we can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You can non-lethal with melee weapons and you take a penalty.
Yes, -4.
-4.
But you've got +2 from flanking, so it'd be -2 right now.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I want a 2-weapon fight or not. I won't. I'm just gonna use the one.
Mhm.
So this will then be at a -2.
Okay.
Give me my sneak attack.
Okay, so, yeah, you, I mean, you just, like, take the side of your blade and just, like, kind of slip behind him. He kind of, like, seems distracted, but he's, like, kind of still turned towards, like, Yakul a little bit, because Yakul just tore him apart, and you just whack him in the back of the head severely, and you just, like, Yakul, you just see his, like, eyes roll back in his head as he falls forward into the, like, the bit of bilge water that's down here, just kind of, like, thwump. He is out cold by far. Did you want to roll your sneak attack die?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the 2 and the 5
Yeah,
are.
he is just unconscious to the extreme right now.
That is 14 non-lethal damage.
Mm-hmm. He's just down and out.
I look at Quentin and say, thanks. And I'm gonna go and scoop up Revia.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know a certain person I've been talking to a lot.
Who's that? I'm sorry. Maybe a bit-
Sandra, the cleric of Besmara.
Yeah.
Well, also, I know somebody who's healed me in the past, so I'm gonna go find Ryo.
Yeah.
I have no idea where Ryo would be.
Ryo has healed me after. I've seen them heal people after our fights, and they've healed me.
Also, I saved you from death.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the first person I would think of, like, Revia needs help. So I scoop up Revia, and I'm just gonna, with purpose, go head to Ryo. I don't care who's all in the way or anything.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Quentin? There's these two down here. Yeah. Neither seem to be in great shape, but neither of them are dying now. You easily could make sure they don't drown in bilge water.
Yeah. Well, before you go, I saw you on the way down here. How did you know?
The Kipper told me.
Huh. Might have to have a word with him. Right, off you go.
I basically say that by turning back while I'm heading up the stairs, and as soon as I respond, I keep going.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna make sure that this one just got knocked unconscious, so they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to this one, make sure they're not going to bleed out or anything.
Roll a heal check.
Sure.
We'll see how well you do. Yeah, no, he's fine.
All right.
I gotta be honest. He looks pretty fine. You could probably do some rudimentary patch up just to make sure he lives a little bit more, but he was not bleeding at the moment.
Okay.
You could at least you could tore up some of his own clothing to close up some wounds a little bit more, and make sure at least he's probably should be fine, unconscious.
That being done, I'm going to pat them both down and take everything they have.
They just have the daggers on them.
Nothing else?
Losers.
No.
Nerds.
No.
They keep most of their stuff in their lockers.
Oh my god, they're poor. You didn't tell me before I bit them. Jeez.
I mean, one of them has what looks to be a rabbit's foot, and the other has a pair of cheap earrings.
Yeah, I'm taking those.
Okay.
Literally,
they are just personal effect worth no money, but you can steal them.
That's fine. Whose rabbit foot was that?
Flips is rabbit foot, and John just had the earrings.
I think I need this. Flips. Flips' rabbit foot.
Mm-hmm.
These are my trophies. And Jaundic's
earrings.
Earrings. Wonderful. That being done, I'm going to strip both of them and arrange them in a most compromising position. And you can use your own imagination as to what that entails.
I'd rather not.
I mean, if one of them's stabbed horribly and not getting up for a long time, the other's really unconscious with a bite wound. All right.
The point is for whoever finds them.
Yeah. No.
Because I'm pretty sure whoever arranged this is going to send somebody down.
Oh.
So again, I'm going to strip them naked, arrange them in a compromising position, and I'm going to go back to work.
Okay. So, yeah, cool. You will be able to find Ryo.
I just walk over and look at you.
I have many questions, but we'll deal with that later. And then I will place a hand on the stab
What
wound.
are you doing? What did you do to that person?
Who's asking?
This is Mr. Plugg.
The fucking bitch.
I let Ryo heal him first.
Reply to nothing to Mr. Plugg, just ignoring him. And I cast Cure Light Wounds on the stab wounds.
He is talking to Yakul, though.
Yeah. Once the Revi is conscious and I can put them on their feet, I'm going to just turn to Mr. Plugg and I say, I was going down to my bunk. I heard noises below. The mute and the other one were attacking Revia. I stopped them. I took Revia.
I'm sure they were trying to help with an accident.
I'll
have to go go make sure they're okay. As for you, though, for dereliction of duty, that'll be 3 lashes.
I can't wait. And I just glare him down as I walk over to wherever the lashes are given out.
Yeah, he'll so let me just roll this. It'll be roll 3d3. You will take 7 non-lethal damage as he whips you 3 times.
What role would I want to like not make a noise while it's happening? Just like real fucking.
You can do that. I'm gonna let you do that just to be stoic and just have this like glare at him, you know.
As we all know who the bastard, what he tried to do.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be Mr. Plugg giving out the lashing though. Like,
yes, the guy that you said.
Or Master Scourge. I mean, Master Scourge will do it because
okay.
Mr. Plugg is the first name. He'll have Master Scourge, the technically the person that doles it out. The men will eventually turn up. What did you do with their clothes?
Oh, I had left their clothes down there.
Oh.
I stripped them, but I didn't take them.
Hilarious.
Their clothes are in the water. Their clothes are soaking wet.
It's bilge water. They can't find them. The clothes are gone.
Oh, that's their fault.
Yeah, remember, you found like weapons in the cold bilge.
They shouldn't have got naked in the bilge.
See ya.
It seems like they were having a good time after they tried to stab me.
Rude.
I just say.
Weird men doing weird things in the villages.
I didn't leave them like that.
Well, it's a good thing they're alive.
We all deal with defeat in different ways.
Perhaps a few more lashes will keep your tongue in check, boy. Have 2 more lashes. Let's see how well you do. How well you doing? 5 of 12.
Sorry.
I am just barely conscious.
Yeah, you're just like
1 hit point left.
Yeah, you're just like they've just like whacked you. You because it's probably like lashes on the back, so your back is like sore. It's probably like bleeding a little bit. You know, not like just your scales have been bruised. It's kind of like
roll the hit half his armor class.
I mean, like you.
Nah,
they would have ripped his armor off.
Yeah,
he
I
just
know.
He has natural armor.
The natural armor.
Now the rest of you, back to work. It seems like we have some spaces in the bilges. The 3 of you, swabs, down to the bilges. Seems like you found some friends to replace the folks that are unconscious. So now, the 3 of you that are swabs, bilge duty.
Thanks.
What do I roll for that?
That is a strength it's a strength check and then a constitution check. So it is both for bilge's duty.
Strength. That's a nat 1.
It's not that one.
Oh, it's a 2.
31.
Wow.
And then I'll roll my con, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For an 11.
Okay. Then, unfortunately, all of you are tired. It was horrible down there. I will need a profession sailor and a constitution from your Dragonborn. Even if he's at 1, he's still okay. Kids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. More exhaustion after this. And then, of course, I will need Quentin to figure out, I think you're just...
Turtles!
Roll for some turtles.
Come on, don't roll poorly again. I've been doing so well with turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Survival. +1, please.
Yeah! Turtles!
Turtles.
Turtles.
The god of turtles returns.
But you managed to get through the day of bilges. So, evening. I need, everybody is tired. Sandra can help 2 people. So 2 people could make checks, and Sandra then could also make a check for you if you
I just sleep.
Yeah, I need to rest anyways because I need healing.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Sandra for a dose of healing from our great goddess.
She can give a dose of healing. You know, if you want that, she can also give it to you. She did before.
I will make... What check is it? It's a con check?
It is a...
Or is it a fort check?
Just for now, she can use Lesser Restoration to get rid of the fatigue you have, or you can just rest to get rid of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Or it would be another
as available.
con check to be okay over the night and do it without the spell.
If she has the Lesser Restoration prepared, I'll take it.
She had the 2 prepared from before, when you asked. So
Knows what's up.
Yeah, she's stuck with it, especially because the two of you get beat up a lot, you know. She will offer a... I guess no one has any, like, serious actual wounds, right?
I do. I'm still at 4.
Oh, then she'll give you D6 of healing.
Nice.
Twice. Have another.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. She's just like spouting a bunch of positive energy at 30 foot.
Yeah. I will go to Yakul if Yakul is like awake or alive in any state.
Sort of. Probably
Conscious.
getting ready to rest. Yeah.
Eric, you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah. So I go down. I would just go downstairs and go like lay in my area. But if you come down to me, I'll be conscious at first.
You look probably really beat up.
Oh yeah.
From all the lashing. At risk of receiving potential lashings myself for helping this poor man. I'm gonna cast some of these on you. Just use all my spell slots on you. And then as doing this, Raya will kind of like whisper to you. That anger you feel right now at the man who did this, use it, because eventually you're going to smash his head in with that big hammer you have. And I'm gonna be there for when you do it.
Okay.
I just give you like a look of both like determination, but you can just also see like an underpinned sadness.
We'll go to Quentin. Quentin, you doing anything this evening?
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Kipper.
Okay. If you just want to talk to Kipper, we could have you do another action, because you can just talk to him if you want to.
Okay.
He'll be like, everything okay with your friends? I saw your one got the lashing. I'm guessing he didn't hold back on those two men. But I'm assuming that they went overboard. I know
Judging
that...
by the daggers and the stab wounds, and them arranging a box over her head, overboard would be a word for it.
Look. Keep your head down. Those others, I know you're being lumped in with them. I don't know how much you like them or not, or anything like that, but it was supposed to be an example. I don't know if the person was supposed to pass away or not, but make an example out of someone to keep everybody else in line. It's something that you do, and maybe they were thinking that you haven't been in line very well. So I just say, be careful. I can only give so much warning.
Warning's all I'm looking for at this point.
Well,
It just seems... Well, I can understand someone wanting to make an example of something. Giving them daggers in the first place, maybe not the way to do it. And there are a few people. I understand that, from what you've said, most of the officers just want to make sure that people are doing their jobs. But there do seem to be a couple of them who are more out for blood. 2 specifically. Is that common with them?
it depends on what if they see someone as a threat or not to the ship. Maybe they see some of your associates as a threat. Maybe someone could speak to them and keep them a little bit better in line.
I see. Thank you very much for the words. I appreciate it.
Are you doing anything else this evening?
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oof. How long would writing notes take? Would that still leave me...
Depends on what you
time
want to do with those notes. What kind of notes you want to write?
I don't really know the others. I'm just... I want to write a note for y'all cool. Hide it on his body somewhere where he'll find it when he wakes up, but it won't be seen.
Sure. you can do that.
And
I sleep with my armor on, so you could literally just slip it in between my in my armor, because it's light armor, so I can sleep in it.
Works.
It's true.
Basically, he's gonna make it obvious who it's from, that so you can probably guess, but his name is nowhere on it. Saying just that various officers have taken note of 4 of you. They need to stop doing anything that is not their jobs specifically, or this is going to get worse. Also, eat this when you're done.
Huh.
Okay. Alright, that's easy enough. Anything else for you?
Yes. Spending the night with Tilly, just talking to her.
Okay, so you make me a diplomacy check. We'll see how that goes. And then, Ravia, what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to talk to Sandra.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Trickery is one of the things that Besmara loves. I'm going to keep below. I want you to tell everyone that's friendly with us to act opposite. Act as if they've all decided we're not worth being friends with anymore after today. Including yourself.
You want us to distance ourselves from you while you're being targeted. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. They're growing anxious. They don't like it when crew wants their freedom from the oppressive fist that they have. The fist of a tyrant.
I'll see what I can do. Okay.
We won't talk for a while.
Rio, were you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Well then, the evening of day 19 will pass. And I will tell you, we're going to end it here with day 20. Because there will be no checks on day 20. Because somewhere in the middle of the afternoon, the lookout at the top of the mast will yell, "Ship ahoy!" And everything will change aboard the Wormwood. And that's where we'll bring in next time. As now there is a ship on the horizon. And some pirating can begin. Everybody gains a level. You are now level 2.
I can be useful.
You're a wizard now, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Spells. Let's go.
Yes.
Fuck, I have to look at spells now. I didn't. plot
You've
those
earned
myself.
your second level by surviving to day 20.
Almost didn't.
Yes. Honestly speaking, you talking to that guy was really good, and doing as well as you did on talking to that officer. That was a good one.
It helps when you get 7 nat 20s in one session. But yeah, talking to him. When I was talking to him, I wasn't sure which officer to actually talk to, because it's a bloody minefield of which one may or may not take poorly to my interaction with them, and that's why I was asked.
His initial attitude,
Pepper.
His initial attitude, because like the information they give is not a lot on the officers' attitudes, but from the feeling from the description, I saw him as like he is very loyal to the ship, and especially to the two main officers that are usually dealing with all the other officers, Mr. Plugg and Mr. Scourge, and by extension, the captain. But it doesn't mean that like he doesn't have that moniker of like reason about him. So he's sort of like, look, he's a lot more like, keep your ass down, keep your ass in line, get along with this. If you stop what you're doing, try to tell them whatever they're doing is pissing off the higher ups, and that's why they're coming down hard on them, because
that's what the note's for, and he is intending to pull. Granted, this is meta, but for future session, it's minor. It doesn't really matter. He's intending to pull y'all cool aside later on again, either today or the future day, and talk to them and be like, "Hey, y'all seriously need to keep your heads down. I don't mean just
that's for next session.
Keeping your
but
heads
next
down.
session,
and an off-stream talk.
Yeah, but next session, we're hitting part 2. You survived part 1 in 3 sessions. It is time for piracy. The high seas calls
roll HP now?
Let's do it.
If you want to roll HP now, you can take the average or roll, whichever is higher you end up with. So if you want to try to roll...
Oh, we get both?
I just click this.
Well, I'm saying, like, you can choose. If you want to roll, I will allow you to take at least minimum of the normal average.
I forget how you roll HP on the sheet.
You just hit hit points.
Oh, okay.
Except in my case, in which case no trigger was found for Quentin Valentino, hit die, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
You might not inserted it, or what?
Hey, those are some good rolls so far for hit
I rolled
dice.
my HP.
Yeah, you...
Where's the button for that?
I have double digits. It's
It's
above
like
your
8
current
HP.
HP. It's above your current and max HP.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch back to
That
this
may
one,
not
because we don't
roll
need to-
properly because I am not a singular class.
Because you're multi-class, yeah. You would just
Oh,
roll
yeah.
your other classes hit die.
Yeah, just roll your other classes hit die.
Class you're taking.
Booyah!
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Huge wizard HP.
Huge wizard HP. Looks like everybody rolled really well on HP.
I can look what Oracle actually gets.
Missing one.
I have +1 to hit from bad now, boys.
Quentin.
Taking
So
the
Quentin,
five
you will
instead.
take the 5 that you would
Yeah.
normally get. So you rolled under. So that's the minimum that you get is the half plus 1.
Are we keeping our current hit points, or are we getting our maximum now?
You will have a chance to rest up and gain your stuff from your level up. Let me put it that way. Day 20
Well, I mean,
is when
I'm
the...
not level. I'm not resting and getting 8 hit points or 7 hit points or whatever. There's
you
no way
get
I'm
the
gonna
you
get
get the
that.
hit points from the level up. You do.
Okay.
It increases your current and maximum. That's
If
what I
we
should
get 2 hit points or something for resting.
say. Yes. I mean, well, like, you know, unless you need healing. But yeah, so why don't we give shout outs, et cetera, et cetera. We can worry about level ups. I think what I want to do after I do the intro next week is maybe, like, if there's any kind of major things that you've added to your characters with the level up, you can let people know about it on stream next week. Because you can figure it out, you know? That'd be kind of neat to be like, hey, this is what we've updated on our sheet.
I know exactly what I'm putting 1 rank into. Profession sailing.
It's a good idea.
You know,
Good idea, yeah.
it's a useful thing on a chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it might be understandable you didn't have it before, but now you like
Now
you're
you
like
do.
now you do. So, Eric, why don't you give a shout out of information and stuff like that? You know, we'll go through the group as we normally do.
Well, I can already spoil the one thing I'm getting this level. I'm getting improved on Iron Strike.
Yes, I love it.
I have a Twitch channel that I generally stream every Saturday. I will be doing so again this Saturday. Right now I'm trying to get the platinum for Resident Evil 5. So me and my buddy are just spamming a bunch of stuff trying to level up guns and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. We banter and stuff like that. So follow me there.
Cool. Lightning, anything to shout out this today?
Pretty sure I'm only on this game. I don't know. My brain is just so fried.
That's fine.
I started an off-stream game, and it was very late.
Yeah.
And we were up late, and so my brain is like melted.
It's also pirates.
It's also bad.
Yeah,
Maybe pirate.
It's kind of piratey. It depends on what the players are gonna do. If they want to be pirates, I'll gladly kill them for being pirates.
I've already been pirates. I've been
have.
great.
You've already stolen.
That was a
7 lives.
fantastic. That was so good.
But no, that game was not streamed, and you can find out about it if you watch the Disgusting Tabletop, which is usually on Saturdays, which I try and be a part of. It's a
Cool.
good place you can catch me.
Yep. Momo, anything to shout out?
Hey, you catch me here tomorrow at, I don't know what time that stream starts because I forgot.
Like
9
8 or something.
9
8 or
p.m.
9,
EST is when
You
it
can
will
catch
start.
me here for Children of Wrath.
Yep.
Where I play a weird sorcerer.
Yeah, but it's fun. Weird sorcerer. A lot of crazy stuff happens in that game. A lot of very lore-y stuff, which is fun to do stuff with. I'll give full information about that. But so.
Yeah, I play on Monday nights at 9 p.m. at twitch.tv/Delric for Warmonger. It's a kingdom building game.
Cool.
So we do Kingmaker stuff. It's complicated but interesting for people that like spreadsheets.
Yeah. Umber, anything to shout out?
You can find me here next week, 8 p.m. EST, rolling 7 nat 1s to make up for today.
I doubt it.
I hope it happens.
So, yes, tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST, Children of Wrath, D&D meets Magic the Gathering, Discussing Tabletop. Saturday at 2 p.m. Hope you check that out. We'll talk about the tabletop news of the week, some interesting topics and stuff. This show, 8 to 12, I think we're tentatively doing that. We might play around with how long we go. I think 4 hours worked. I don't know. I'll talk about it off stream, so we'll figure out if we're doing 3 or 4 hours. But, we'll talk about that for next week. But we'll start at 8 p.m. EST. I will probably be doing some more. I've been doing a bunch of Valheim. I've been enjoying that a lot. If you're looking for some gaming streams, I've been doing those in the afternoon whenever I got time. And I will announce I'm working on an anthology RPG show that's in the works, which I call my, this is going to be a hell of a title. It's the Midnight Mega Monster Movie Tabletop Drive-In. It will be ridiculous.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. But it is going to be basically bad, like, 60s, 50s monster movie style D&D games, where I'm going to restyle all the D&D, the 5th edition classes as, like, the quintessential roles from those movies. So you could be, like, the cop, the soldier, the damsel, which could be male or female, but it would be, like, in place of a bard, you'd be, like, the damsel character. Things like that. It'll be fun when I start getting up and running, but I've been working on that one, and I'm gonna.
Are we talking like strictly monsters, or also like horror movie slashers, getting in a little bit? Jason,
That's 80s. That's
Freddy?
80s. We might get to 80s, but right now we're in 50s, 60s.
Slashers didn't exist until the 70s.
Yeah, we might get to some 70s, but I'm thinking of things like weird aliens, robots, mad scientists, giant monsters, that are like really weird. Like giant ants, spiders, grasshoppers, things like that.
Giant bunnies invading a town.
I will do Night of the Lepus.
Good.
You will have giant rabbits attacking at one point in time. There will be a storyline based on that. It'll be wonderful.
So excited.
And I'm going to switch off that anthology series with a Bessem one that I've been planning on the works too. So I'll do like a 2 to 4 sessions of the one, 2 to 4 sessions of the other. And we'll kind of do that. So I've got the 2 of them in the works. It'll be fun. I have to figure out a time for them still. I'm thinking Sunday evenings, but I haven't decided yet. So that's the tentative big thing I have in the works. I've been working on that and trying to set up some cool stuff for it. I'm working over that today. But anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you had a lot of fun. Hope you join us next week. Hope you join all of us for all our various things and check them out. And have yourself a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day, and see everybody next time. Farewell, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.